Oh, all right. So let's see here. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? All right, let's see. B says he's got to make a cocktail. I'm trying to catch up. Cooking 1.5. Buona noche, todo bem. All right, let's see. Who else is here? Easy peasy to ruin the cook. Great topic. What's up, Mr. Hackett? Cruiser Creek says beverage made, ready to go. Speaking of beverage being made, I guess I should make mine right now. This is the last of the lower proof. Pouring it into the cup. And I can't find the straw, so it's just gonna, it'll just be hanging out. I'm gonna leave that sitting over here for a second because might be able to get some more out of that. Mr. Hockey, good evening. Corey, how you doing? He says whiskey's ready to go. Brian says howdy. Got me a table full of briskets and a full drink. Nice. Vodka and 7 ready. All right, nice. No 7-Up for me tonight. I am drinking a Diet Sprite Ginger Ale. Or actually, it's a Sprite Zero Ginger. So that'll be good. Ooh, there was not much room in there in this in the cup. I put too much ice in there, I guess. Private catering gig. All right. Work has stopped due to some greedy family. Had to hire lawyers. Holy cow! What? Brian? What? Usurp and steal? How are they going to usurp and steal your company? Oh man. Wow. What's up, Jimmy? I see you. I know you always are not concerned, but you always ask. So the low test is taken care of. My father-in-law was here at the house last weekend, a week and a half ago, and I gave him a little bit of the that 188 proof, 188 proof, and you should have seen the look on his face. He was like, wow, he was excited. Sergio, how you doing? Fernando, how are you? Big Reggie Red, what's up, Cars and Q's? What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Hey, yo! Hey, Kirk, let's not talk about it. Usually, I'd be cooking right now, or at least probably getting ready to finish preparing the food that I have, and I'd be headed to Ocean City tomorrow morning. Chopping and grilling, KC, how you doing? Drew, hey, yo! Faster than wet wood. All right, Nano, or Grease Fire. What's cooking? Grumpus, how you doing? Larry, what's going on? Turkey and Coke? Alright, I finished my turkey, man. I finished both of them, actually. Oh, wait, it's funny. My wife got this little thing in the mail, and it has a little hood, and I put it on my head. She said, before you go live, make sure you take the little thing off your head. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, that was what was in here. This was moonshine. Actually, there's a little piece of it left that then settled down. We're gonna get it all. Definitely. All right. Let's see. Guns and barbecue. How you doing this evening? How many fingers am I holding up? Look, you put up the Spock one. And a Chicago style aquarium smoker. Smitty, how you doing? Uncle Bull. No, I have the lower of the two. All right, B. We're gonna have to talk about it. Hey, yo, Alton, how you doing this evening? Hey, Harold, how you doing? Fantasy barbecue. Holy cow, run it back. KC, he says, how's it going, bro? I'm good. Clear night here, too. Shoot, Jimmy, you must be off. That's what's up. Mr. Hoggett says, nothing ruins a cook faster than a rainstorm in Washington. Been raining all day. Started ribs at 9 a.m. Started raining at noon. Just me, or does the stream keep pausing? Uh-oh. William, well, I missed you too. Too blessed to be stressed. Yes, indeed. Fantasy Barbecue, definitely glad to see you here. Hey, sometimes you have the advantage because you can't see what can't be unseen. How about that? All right, so chopping and grilling, this might be one of your first times or your first time here. So we try to keep on topic for the first hour or so. So what ends up happening is for about the first 10 or 15 minutes, we kind of say hi, check in with everybody, see how everything is going for the week. And then we start talking about the topic. And then in the second hour, if we make it to the second hour, we talk about anything and everything. So hold on to that one, for me for a little bit. But I tell you, with future cooking I got planned, I don't have plans. It's what people throw at me. And, catered events like I have this weekend, I have two things I'm cooking for. I'm gonna say two events, but one is I need 12 pounds of brisket and 50 wings, and the other one I need 5 or so pounds of pulled chicken. Got myself Steve's in today. About to put a hurting on these briskets. That's what's up. Andre, how you doing this evening? What's up, John? From Drive Crash. This is quiet night down here. Everyone afraid of the impound. Dude, I've seen so many people getting impounded down there. I mean, so many people. Unfortunately, I'm kind of glad I'm not down there, but I really want to be down there. Jacob Bird Dog Peach, have you ever made a video with Frida yet? Aside from me talking about it, I have not cooked with Frida yet, and it's Freeda because I got the grill for free. Guns and barbecue. I believe you. Fantasy Barbecue says, beer looking epic, bro. Well, thank you. So, hey, if you guys saw that video that I put out on Monday morning about Artiest Man, they actually sent me a coupon code today. If you check out and use coupon code SDSBBQ, you'll get 15% off your first order. And I think maybe a little bit of a discount every other time they're on out. But if you haven't placed an order already on Artiest Man, it's a website, or if you're planning on it or thinking about it, I actually will include or talk about that because he just got back to me today. I'm like, dude, I posted the video on Monday. It's Thursday, but he got back to me today and gave me a coupon code. So, yeah. Thank you. Wine pour, day ended. Time for hey yo! This is Dash. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Nothing ruins a cook faster than people asking if it's done every 20 minutes. Man, Anthony. Woo! All right, perfect segue. I'm guilty of this, and my wife is guilty of this because she said, "What time will it be done?" When it's done, I don't know. I'm not rushing to cook. I'm just cooking. I'm not in a hurry. Like if I'm catering for something, I have to have it done by a certain time. Then I can give you a timetable. But if I'm cooking just for us, it'll be done. So. Good evening, everyone. FCB, yes, indeed, or FC. I've actually used some of those oils from them. Nice, Jeff. That's what's up. Playing words, yes, yes, yes. Frida, yeah, Freeda. Yes, indeed. Sorry, dirt bikes. Definitely the barbecue equivalent or the cooking equivalent of Are We There Yet, for sure. You're just a minute away from ZZ Top Beer. This is about terminal length. It doesn't get very much bigger, very much longer than this. Like the dudes from ZZ Top, their beers came down to their chest. This is about it. Nothing wrong with a cook faster than running low out of fuel. There we go, Grumpus. So that's a top one. I have definitely had that fear of running out of wood. That kind of limited me or drove me in a direction to cook with a specific smoker because I didn't have the wood to cook with Bessie. Definitely agree about like charcoal and things like that. The good thing is I almost always have charcoal around this house. I mean, you guys saw I bought, how much was that? 800 pounds of charcoal the other day or a few weeks ago. Smoking Bears, what's going on, Lee? Thank you so very much for checking in. I actually was busy at work today. I had some compliance training to do, and I didn't get to watch much YouTube, so I missed your video. I saw it was about spam, and I was like, I can't watch this right now. Fantasy Barbecue says, how about running out of beer? How about this? I'll see you running out of beer and raise you drinking too much beer or drinking too much, period, and falling asleep and letting your fire go out. Yep, put a finger down if you've ever. Alright, gave a family member my phone once and told them to call the brisket and found out when it could be done. It won't answer my calls. Double D Mike says the weather on the east ruins not only the cook but your day. Yes, I can definitely agree there. Rain and snow near Chicago. Holy cow! Did the stream just stop? No, hopefully not. I don't have my laptop here next to me. Usually I have my laptop here. William Reed, how you doing? All right, so look, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you could, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Hey, taste tester number 1. Can you hand me my book bag, please? Or actually, I just need my laptop, the big laptop, out of it. Open up the biggest pouch. Nope, it's all good. Okay. Jeff says it's all good. Ask me how I know, huh? Yeah. Taylor, Mr. Taylor, Brandon, how you doing this evening? Hey, look, hold on. This for you, Brandon. Here's, it's not my cat, but you get the picture. It's, Eagles, definitely the Eagles green. Yep. Ooh. John says he had a whole. I have lost a whole smoker full of brisket when it ran out of propane on the Southern Pride in the middle of the night while sleeping. Wow. Williams is working the late shift, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right. Bravo, revolutionary. What's cracking with you, man? Nothing much over here. Ready for winter with that hat? Yes, indeed. So we have a hat bag, and for whatever reason, I guess it was cool enough the other day. My kids went in there, and my daughter had on a Scully, but that hat got knocked out of the bag and it's sitting here on the table. I'm in the OG spot, the OG live stream spot, and it's the dining room table. So let's see. Grumpy says nothing room was a cook faster than just finishing up 2 racks of ribs. Then sis husband and 3 kids decide to stop by at dinner time. Dog. Somebody told them that you were cooking ribs. Hey, FC, you better choose your words. All right, choose your words, your next words carefully. Fantasy, come on now, you can't be booing my Eagles. Don't make me have to get my real hat. Straight from NYC Barbecue on Rooftop. Sure enough. Hey, yo, what's going on, John? How you doing? Madwood, are you cutting it on that pan? You shouldn't do that. It's a non-stick pan and you're using a metal tool to cut it. You should use a cutting board. You with the so sure with the sure am. Yeah. Take it off of the metal cutting thing. Off the metal thing. And put it on a cutting board.
This guy couldn't take 2 seconds for me to finish.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. Yo! Guys. Y'all about to get fussed at if you can't fly like it because you must be a buzzard. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Rams loss. Barbecue short from line. Salute, definitely. Los Angeles in the house, yes. What's good, Barbecue and Bear? Victor! I have a plate of brisket and mashed potatoes in front of me and a Jack and Coke. all I have to say on the day is, oh, and go Seahawks, of course. Yes, we are doing very well, John. I was thinking about you the other day. I hadn't seen or heard from you in the comments and or the live stream, so I'm glad to see you're here. Definitely, did think about you. Game of dominoes, sure. Hey, fantasy barbecue. We're not going to talk about that right now because we still in the first hour of the live stream, so we can't talk about that. Mario, how you doing this evening? Hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button for me. All right, so I was talking to my wife earlier because she said, "Well, what are you gonna talk about tonight?" And I told her what the topic was, and she said, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Well, like what though?" I said, "Well, what if you run out of seasoning?" Been there, done that. Had to go to the store and try to cobble together some seasonings from what was open in the supermarket in the middle of the night. Yep. Over seasoning things. Anyone guilty of over seasoning? All right. And comment over, and running out of seasoning, over seasoning. How about over promising? I've done that before too, where I've had only a certain amount of meat, and then I get more orders than I actually have meat for. No problem. Barbecue and Bear says he's over seasoning. He said he eats over seasoning, and FC says he's guilty of over and under seasoning things. Crimson Creek, Marcus, I didn't say hi to you, but I think we talked already. Hey, speaking of, I know you were one of the folks that asked me about or said something about the RTS Man website. If you haven't already, I meant to actually text you earlier. I forgot. I got tied up. Wednesdays. They gave me a coupon code to use on checkout. It's SDSBBQ, and it'll save you 15% on your first orders. Mario says, I hate oversalted meats. But it happens though. I mean, every now and again, sometimes that clump just so happened to fall into your your bite. I don't know how else to explain it. So what about, obviously we talked about running out of fuel. John talked about how he ran out of propane. And I know for sure, someone said something about running out of beer. I've definitely overslept or slept because I've drank too much, that is a real thing. Grumpus says, Road Tide says, ain't no such thing as over seasoning and smoking a barbecue. That, my friend, I am going to have to disagree. You can definitely over season something, especially with salt. Nothing ruins a cook faster than pit's ready. Pull meat from the fridge and it's frozen. Grumpus, I've been there before, but I tell you what, more often than not, I will throw the meat on the cooker to let it thaw out a little bit, then season it, and no one else knows the wiser. You get ready to cook and opens the vac pack and the meat has gone bad. Now, John, that has happened to me too, and it's been one of those things where I'm glad that I didn't.
Can you try this or
no?
I can't.
It's pepperoni, right?
Yeah, I figured it would be beef or something. Not pork.
Look at the package. Check it.
It's like beef.
No, it doesn't. How about third round deep in a large smoke and you get a grease fire? Whew. Rain, this is rain. That's one good thing about me cooking in the garage. The elements typically don't bother me very much. The one thing that will affect what I'm doing can be wind. I think I've showed you guys in videos where I have the exhaust going out the window and the wind is strong enough for blowing in just the right direction where it'll blow through the smoker and out, like flames will be coming out of the firebox. It's pretty crazy. First class, like to help out. Yes, props to Mrs. Dash. This is no butter, baby. Well, thank you, John. Definitely thank you. Rick says hello. Or you open that new pack and you can immediately smell it's off. Oh my gosh. Yes. Ruined meat is the worst. And you know what? Sometimes you eat. So I'm guilty of this. And Jamie, Marcus, John, Grumpus, maybe, you know, it's like, oh, maybe it doesn't smell that bad. And you cook it anyway. You season it and you cook it anyway. And then after it comes out of the smoker, it smells worse or it tastes worse than when it went in. And you're like, damn it, I just wasted all this time and energy trying to cook these. Yeah, I had a GFC breaker. Click on the trailer when I first got it and lost everything in the smoker. Ooh, wow. Ground fault circuit breaker. Nothing runs to cook faster than the person bringing the side orders means everything in can or boxes. Oh, man, so you were depending on them to have the sides ready, and they just bring it to you, and then they tell you gotta prepare it. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Had a grease fry the other day, ruined the brisket. Man, Brandon, I'd have treated it like toast and try to cut some of that bark off. Russell Jones, how you doing? Keep a fire extinguisher close by, folks. And it's ask me how I know. I won't cook if it smells off. I'll grind it for the dogs. You a braver soul than me, man. Dogs can get sick too. Barbecue and Bear, it seems like you agree with me with the. It'll get better. It'll taste. You know, yeah. It's just because it's raw. It smells this way. No, bruh. It's off. It's not gonna matter if you cook it. I've since learned that if I get a packet of meat, from let's say the Restaurant Depot, and it's within 2 days of me purchasing it, and I open it up and it's off, they will accept it back. They will accept it back and give you a credit. Oh man, Brandon said it was beyond repair. Oh, sorry to hear that. Grumpus once cooked ribs for the neighbor's dinner. 4 hours in, wifey put smoked sausage on for us. Set the whole mess on fire. Holy cow. Yeah. That is why I love my water smokers. The water smokers will greatly reduce the risk of grease fires. John says started to make my own sausage. Have you ever tried? Pretty good results thus far. No, John, I haven't. We have the sausage. We have a sausage kit or a sausage making thing for like the KitchenAid. I won't say Cuisinart for the KitchenAid, but just have not done that yet. It's just been one of those. Fantasy Barbecue says, "Ask me how I know." Gerard is a Geraldo. All right, it says cheers from Texas. Where in Texas? Uh-oh. I'm not even going to comment about the new wife. Hey guys, so what else have you done, or what else can there be to ruin a cook? I mean, grease fires, burning stuff. Wow. Undercooking things is another thing that can ruin a cook, because if you just can't get your smoker hot enough, your cooker hot enough to finish the cook. Like I had a cook. I cooked a turkey on one of the drums, and it was like cold, and I could not get that daggone drum to like come up to temperature. I was like, why? Then because it was cold, and I wasn't giving it enough air. So, Laredo, Texas. All right. Food not cooking as quickly as you think it would be. All right, FC. Yep. There we go. Great minds think alike. Alton is definitely here. Dirty smoke, man. Dirty smoke means an incomplete burning fire. That's always what I've found. If your fire isn't burning completely, then you're gonna get that dirty smoke. And you probably need to add more air or take some fuel away so the fire can actually burn properly. How about running out of foil? Once went to wrap a brisket and had only enough foil to roll with. So Rick, I can tell you, I typically keep 2 of the. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. I keep 2 of those 500 foot heavy duty foil things around the house. One of them stays out in the garage and one of them stays in the house. So what happens is when the one in the garage runs out, I take the one from the house and take it out to the garage and get a new one for the house, because I use more foil in the house than I do out at the garage. But there have been times when I've had to go out to the garage and get the one from the garage and bring it up to the house and use it. Forgetting to open the close event. Yeah, Lou. Yes, indeed, Lou. Lou Calamanis, I have to shout you out all the time and say your whole name, so don't, I saw you, but I didn't get to say hi because you kind of just snuck in, and I was getting a thought off. So let's see. I've seen fellows catch and keep spawning out of salmon. These are fish are not going to be. Oh, spawned out salmon. Alright, that's not a good thing, right? New pit nightmares, the hotspot birds and meat. Yeah, we definitely know all about that. I know I had my trials and tribulations with the smoker Bernadette. That's why her name is Bernadette, because she kept burning stuff in the beginning. But what I found out was I needed to load that smoker up. I had to put a whole bunch of stuff in it, and then it's like the filling it up is what actually made it cook better, more evenly. How about that? It's not better, made it cook more evenly. What's up, Todd? How you doing? Hey, barbecue sauce. There's nothing wrong with barbecue sauce. Trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel to fill your sides for orders, man. Brandon, like I said, over promising. I've done that before. Hey Mario, just know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Recalled meat, it doesn't happen often, but it happened to me once with a brisket. Holy cow, Lou, really? A recall? Yeah, just don't give yourself enough time to cook before guests arrive. Grumpus, so the good thing is, I have no problem reheating food. You guys have all seen me talk about and preach about getting your cook done early so that you don't have to rush. Because the worst thing is trying to speed up a cook. Just look. Yep. Restaurant Depot. No foil. Put her back on. No wrap night, I guess. Yep. Oh man. When you hit the famous stone, the only solution is to finish in the oven. Hey, well, you know what, Geraldo? I tell you what, man. I've never had issue. One of the things that is how I get past the stall. I bump the heat up in my smokers once I wrap everything up. Like point blank. Like I talked to someone this week and he sent me an email and he says, hey, I'm worried about doing some brisket flats. And I said, well, honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't cook the time. I cook to internal temperature in a field. Like it just has to feel right. And he told me that he can take 18 to 20 hours to cook a brisket. And I'm like, why? Why? Like even when I have to do a whole brisket cook and multiple, so 10 briskets, 10 briskets that I'm doing, and I have to do them all in Bessie, they don't take, like, I can get them all done in 12 hours. But I'm not like, oh, this brisket is this weight, this brisket is this weight, and it's going to take this amount. I don't have that time down because the fire, the temperature in your grill, your smoker, your cooker is going to be different. And one time it could cook in, let's say 6 hours. One time it could take 8 hours. But then again, my thing is I bump the heat up when I wrap everything up. All right, I'm in the middle of building a 2-door 20 by 40 round tank. Your thoughts on where to locate the exhaust? I would have to see it because or figure out what type of thing you're doing. But if you're doing an offset type thing, and I'm just trying to answer this quickly, if you're doing an offset, then it's going to need to be opposite of your firebox. And again, I would kind of have to see it, but I'm no builder. Yeah, my name never gets old. No problem, Lou. I think you should select shoot the Bernadette just for following to the receiver show. They received their Shirley fabrication cooker. Well, John, I mean, we can work something out if you want to hold on to her for me, because right now I was actually thinking, I said, I got a kind of slightly big cook I need to do this weekend, but it'll be 2 briskets, 50 wings, and some chicken. I was like, I can do all of that in Vicky. Still alive, I said, it'll be alright. Might as well smoke a turkey. Oh, really? All right, Victor. Now I understand. So I thought you were saying that they should not be harvested. Like, you know how in my mind I was thinking it was like a young crab or a small crab that someone took and they shouldn't have because it was too young. But the problem is you're saying that the fish was too old and it just didn't taste right. I get it. Ha! Outlaw says, well done steak equals ruined cook. Yes, indeed. Marcus is listening closely. Yeah, drinking too much while barbecuing can ruin the cook fast. I completely burned 2 briskets thanks to Tito's. The James James from Aim and Claim Smokers. What's going on, good brother? And yeah, I could definitely see you and the Tito's like coming together and ruining the cook, man. That has been one of the things that I say all the time. In the beginning, when I was cooking, I'm like, man, shoot, I'm doing barbecue. I'm gonna sit out here by the fire. I'm gonna sippy sip sip sip. No, sir. After one or two times of me falling asleep, nope. I don't drink when I don't drink anything more than maybe beer, and if I have beer, it's a few, like 2 or 3, while I'm cooking because I have been there, I have overslept, and I have made the cook take way longer than it needed to. My son let my dog inside when I was doing Thanksgiving turkey orders. Needless to say, I had to rush and smoke another turkey. Oh man. Well, Brandon, at least you had another turkey to cook. And here comes Alton. I'm sure he's going to comment about being one turkey short. Ask me how I know. Last year, I want to say consciously about that, but I can't remember. I had to do something with meat in a restaurant depot. Can't remember specifically. Holy cow. Yo, never taken over 10 to 12 hours of break. Exactly. I was like 18 to 20 hours. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yep, it really is. Stack on the side, not on the top. All right. Jasmine says, "Hey yo, the Morvants are here, just getting settled in from basketball practice and cooking dinner." Well, hold on. Let's everybody welcome. Hey, welcome to the Morvants. All right. Thank you so very much, Jasmine and company. And you guys have a company. It's a bunch of y'all down there in Louisiana. Thank you so very much for stopping in and joining us on this. So, what can you say? Ask your husband what has ruined the cook for him. John says, name my price. Oh, goodness, John. Oh, we can talk offline. You know, you have the math, man. Hit me up. Hit me up. Because yeah. What's going on? Look. What's up, Jim? How you doing? John, we might have to work something out. That could be fun. I think you and I could definitely make a fun video, man. Like you've been following me for quite some time. A very big supporter of the channel. I would be honored to go and pick up that smoker with you. Grumpa says if James can blame Tito's, he's gonna blame Jim Beam. Well, he wasn't blaming Tito's. He was just stating that, you know, it's not a blame thing. It just so happened that way. Not a blame. I'm back. Everyone decided to call all at once. Yeah, Mike. Sometimes that happens. Yep, one short. We're not gonna talk about that. Nothing ruins a cook faster than watching your customer put ketchup on a brisket you just served them. You know what, Brian? This is what I say when people do stuff like that. They were raised differently. or you hit them with a bless your heart. Oh man, Kirby Q says worst feeling I ever had was being wearing turkey short. Yeah, but the whole thing was your one turkey short was your turkey that you ended up giving to the person that you were short. I was one turkey short, and I was one turkey short. Like, I was short. I like how you have it down on cooking with charcoal. Well, nice. I'm not a big mesquite fan, so I just, I kind of shy away from it. Opening a whole box of pork belly that turns out to be scalded pig stomach. Holy cow, looking at you, Restaurant Depot stock guy. I'm looking at him too for you, Jamie. I'm looking at him too. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? You know what you... There's a lot of us, well, we all come in and watch you as a family. That's what's up, Jasmine. I definitely appreciate it. Well, hello to everybody. Thank you. Mimi Kill, how you doing? Oh my gosh, thumbs up. Hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh man, Jasmine says underestimate the amount of charcoal and not have enough charcoal. Yes, definitely been there before. But it's been more of a thing where I will pull out charcoal. Like, you know what? Actually, when I did that cook for the wedding and I ended up having to add charcoal, I didn't make mention of it, but normally I don't have to add charcoal to my cooks. But because when I started the fire and I ended up having to do that welding took me a lot longer because I had to get the welder set up. I had to get in there and actually get the welding done. And the piece of content that you saw in the video was actually recreated because I had done the finished welding before, but I didn't hit record. So this is like one of those inside things that you guys usually don't hear or know about. But it took me a lot longer than I wanted to get that fire going, to get that cook started. And oh my gosh, I mean, just getting that whole thing, like the first time I was sitting in there and I did a whole bunch more welding in the smoker. So some of you guys who were probably like, man, you put like 2 tacks in there. No, that was just a recreation of what I put in there. And that whole, start a business, they said. That is what I said the first time when I did it. But I recreated it for dramatic effect. Just so you guys could see. This is Organic Shadow. Oh, no, John, whatever. Man, if I grow a perfectly good stick and you put ketchup on it, I will leave handprints across your cheek. Hey, Alton, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! I could care less what they put on the meat as long as the check clears. Brandon, I'm with you, man. Look, they already paid for it. More power to them. More power to them. Polar vortex makes it so cold you can't get your smoker up to temp. So FC, if you can't get your cooker up to temperature, it needs more air. It's one of the things that I have learned. It needs more air. What's up, Uncle Steve? How you doing this evening? How you doing, sir? What about the person that always thinks he knows everything about barbecue and then sends he boils his ribs? You know what? I say, man, Barbecue and Bear, I just, those folks are typically the ones that hang around while I'm cooking, and I'm like, yo, you see I'm busy, right? And you're just talking, and I'm just like, yeah. Oh, man, what? Actively listening. Alton says, I released a little behind-the-scenes video for my channel members today. I saw that, Alton. Again, I was tied up at work. That story sounds like you need something you need to put out there for us to see. Unfortunately, maybe I will talk about some of those things, like some of the things you don't see in the videos. But I kind of think that every now and again, I do a lessons learned, and some of the lessons learned are those things. But Alton, great idea. And when I saw you do that, when I saw you post that information, I was like, man, the only problem is sometimes doing extra videos is just not in the cards. FC says ketchup on the steak is a capital offense. And the Oscar goes to, yes, Crumbus, thank you so very much, man. I appreciate it. Mario, whoa, holy cow. Thank you so very much, Mario. I appreciate that. Yo, hold up. Uncle Steve, It's not even my birthday yet, man. Like, for real, thank you so very much. Uncle Steve, I tell you, let me just tell you about Uncle Steve's shake. Alright? I want to tell you this, and I was trying to save it for a video, but I haven't. Like, things have been kind of shaky, been doing different things around the house. But my wife moved the seasonings. Like, I have a seasoning shelf. She moved and reorganized the seasonings and put some Uncle Steve shakes right in the front of the seasoning cabinet so that we can have and use those seasonings way more regularly. So Uncle Steve, I'm just telling you, that's an accomplishment. And I don't ever show off my seasoning cabinet. You know, some guys are like, oh, I'm gonna run my seasonings behind me in a video. I don't do that, all right, because I keep those things to myself. But I can tell you, your seasonings, Uncle Steve, get used around this place pretty regularly. And I just want to say thank you. No, Alton, like I said, I did not see it yet. I haven't, yeah. No, John, it's $1,000 to shave the beard. Yeah. 1,000. Yo, you know what's so funny, Alton? When I saw that, I was like, yo, it's not even my birthday yet. My birthday is coming up, but it's not yet. Yo, definitely. I'm telling you, Uncle Steve, I came home one day and like I had the seasonings. So I'm sitting in my family room. Well, the dining room, right? So the kitchen is behind me, and you know there's us from our wedding day. But in behind those double doors there, I have a freezer. On top of the freezer is a plastic Tupperware or Rubbermaid container, and actually it's all the seasonings I brought back from Texas. This is what started it. I put all of the seasonings and sauces and other stuff in that container so that it couldn't get, or wouldn't get crushed and or burst on my way back from Texas when I was in Texas. And then it just became like the overflow for some of my smaller seasonings. And Uncle Steve, your seasonings have been in there, like all in there. And my wife was like, I'm tired of coming in here to get the seasonings. I'm rearranging the seasonings, like shelf. Okay. And she put 3 or 4 of your seasonings like on the forefront. The Gator Shake, the thick meat, I think it was Gator Shake thick meat. And then she put the 2 big bottles, and then there's a small bottle of the spicier and the beef. So those are the 4 that are like prominently displayed. The Gator Shake went on the green beans in my house tonight. Wow. $500. Happy birthday. Uncle Steve Shake, the response agrees that you are amazing. The competition pick powder is amazing. And I am so sorry. I still have not... That is the one that I have not gotten a chance to look at. More of the lint from the thing. I have not gotten to a chance to make that yet because I've been cooking other things. I have. You know what? How do you think that competition pig powder will be on lamb? I have some lamb I need to cook. Uncle Steve, what do you think? Gator Shake on enchiladas was awesome. Gator Shake was absolutely amazing on the corn on the cob. So I'm telling you, Gator Shake on vegetables and seafood. Like, hands down. The citrus on chicken, it was okay. But I prefer it on the seafood. The chicken, the Gator Shake on pork. So taste tester number 2. He and I did a cook, and this was back in the summer. We did a cook where I let him cook. I let him do the deciding on what he wanted to season his ribs. These were ribs that he was making, more or less for his lunch, or he was making lunch for him, my children, basically, and my wife. And he said he wanted to cook some ribs. I said, all right, well, how do you want to season? He said, Gator Shake. I said, okay, you sure? He's like, yep, Gator Shake. And he made them. I let my wife taste them, and she's like, citrus on ribs, yeah, she's like, not my favorite. She's like, it's not bad, but she's like, that's not the flavor I want on pork. And I'm like, I can agree with that. But look, taste tester number 2 said, come here, tell him. Come here and tell him.
It was delicious. Maybe I was a little heavy-handed, but other than that, it was really good.
But the whole thing is, mommy said that she didn't like it. It's not that she didn't like it. That's just not what she wanted.
Well, yeah, I can understand. It's pretty untraditional, but
It was still delicious,
yeah,
is what you're saying.
bad.
It wasn't bad. Like I said, it wasn't bad. But the problem was, what are you doing there?
I'm posting the TikTok.
All right. It wasn't bad. It's just, again, so I've told you guys before about how she is a traditionalist when it comes to certain flavors and certain things, and that definitely was, yeah. Uncle Steve's is the front of my cabinet. Always everything else, man. I have to go to find it. You remember? Oh, dude, look. Let's take a drink to Alton's seasoning cabinet, please. Alton is the reason why I had to buy a container to put the seasonings in so I could bring them back from Texas. He gave me that much seasoning. Alright, Jasmine says everyone that hasn't tried the competition Big Powder needs to get with Uncle Steve's. It's a winner. Lamb, that's a bad idea. I see what you did there. Uncle Steve says outstanding. Any baking lately? We haven't really done any baking.
Yeah, I did.
Well, he made a pizza. That's not really baking.
Delicious.
Baking is cookies, cakes, things like that.
I made a no-bake cookie. That counts.
Baking?
I know, but it's still
A no-bake cookie. Dog, you're delirious. Go to bed. Go to bed. This is not a conversation. Oh, no. I have some. Jasmine, I have some. I just haven't. It's been one of those things where my cooks have ebbed and flowed. Alright, so I did the last 3 videos have been on that one cook, and that cook was 2.5 weeks ago now. Actually, shoot, I think not tomorrow, but Friday makes 3 weeks since that happened. I've cooked some other things in between, but when I'm cooking for customers, I use my tried and true, seasonings. But I cook and I use Uncle Steve shakes when I'm cooking for things for us. I haven't cooked anything for us because I've been too busy doing other things. So unfortunately, I've had orders that have come in, but I haven't cooked anything for us. Work has been kind of crazy. I've had, like this week alone, usually I go into the office on Mondays, Wednesdays, and then every other Friday. This week, I've been in the office physically every single day this week. So typically, I would cook on a Tuesday. I didn't get to cook on Tuesday. I was at work. So, when I'm working from home, I'm cooking. I'm making my lunch. And I try to film it. Like we come poke your head over.
Yes, we.
We what? What did we cook the other day?
Oh, we did.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. But we cooked something. He and I cooked something. Okay? He's geeking. I haven't even edited the video. We don't even know if it's going to go live. But we cooked something. So, if those of you who know, yeah, we cooked something. Package for Uncle Steve today. Nice. Oh, TNT Barbecue. Did I miss you coming in? Yes, indeed. Thyron, what's up? Uncle Steve's is not my favorite on port. Yeah, no, I understand. How did the ribs turn out besides the flavor? They were fine. Hey, taste tester number 2. Come here. Don't die. Come here. Jesus, what? Are you okay? Wait. Jesus Christ. Are you alright? You choking on ice water?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, put your hands up. Put your pizza down. Put your hands up. Alright, so Brandon asks, he says, how the ribs turn out besides the flavor? Can you come this way, please? Thank you.
They turned out really good.
They were really good. They were very tender. We wrapped them in butcher paper. We did not film it. It was one of those things where I was just cooking with him. Every now and again, I will do a cook individually with them. The one? No, it's just because see? You can't see yourself. Yes, I know. Look. She's so vain. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Anyway. So, every now and again, I pull one of them aside, and we do a cook together. My taste tester number 3, we did a cook together recently. That was when we did the cookies on. Wait, I don't think I did a video for that.
Oh,
Seriously,
I ate all that ice.
Yeah, but there's still ice and stuff on the floor.
Not anymore.
Oh my gosh.
5-second
rule. Yo, he's dropping everything on the floor. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I try to pull them each aside and we do a cook every now and again. I don't typically film those cooks, but this last cook that I did with him, we did actually film it. So you guys will see that soon. I don't know, like, the schedule of videos. Yeah. Crumpus says I have to hide some Uncle Steve's for my own use. Smoke Compare says more butter, baby. Yes, Lee. Yes, indeed, brothers. Can Alton get those pancakes?
I don't have to make pancakes.
Fantasy Barbecue says taste tester number 2. Hair is sweet. I'm a few minutes behind. Always ask a woman what she wants and listen closely. Mike says. Yeah, I was gonna say they can't see you, so you have to use words.
Yes. Yes.
And Russell says, "Damn it! Now I have to buy spices online and have a good night." So Russell, I can neither confirm nor deny that if you make mention of this live stream, Uncle Steve will send you, like some extra stickers or extra taster or something like that. You bumped your microphone. You're kind of muted. Sorry. I think where my hand is. It might be over the mic. Sorry. Uncle Steve is my second channel. Bumpy, what's up with you, man? What? No, it's a school night. You need to go to bed. Nice try. Good night. It's 10 o'clock. You should already be in bed. Let's not do the whole thing where you know what's so funny? How all of a sudden they want so much attention as soon as you tell them to go to bed. Yeah, wait. Alton says, hold on. I know what he's about to say. He said, don't make me throat chop you. Can you hand me that? Come on, man. You just can't.
I didn't do that.
Hand it to me, please.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So because this was falling, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on. Missouri City, the music library in your head. Yeah, Jimmy, I sure do.
How did you lose to Washington?
It's the Washington football team. and how we lost to them is even a broken clock is right twice a day. That's what I say. Pillsbury cut and sugar cookies with sweet and spicy on them. Whoa. Oh. Nice. Uncle Steve says he can't confirm. Just mention the live stream, and he will. He'll take care of you. That's what he's told me. He'll take care of you. Move from school night if it's all online. So they physically go into school. They are going into school. My husband said that he will be using the spicy R and the sweet and spicy R this weekend. Nice, Uncle Steve. How do we get your product? So, unfortunately, I can't comment because my laptop is off right now. But you can go to UncleStevesShake.com and just put in your order. Let's take that off so you can see me a little bit better. Hey, Alton, be easy. Chopping and grilling with KC says, love the kids. I think that's all kids. Yes, indeed. Cooking and shaking. Cook's been picking up, getting a new toy on Friday. I'm going to do a video. That's what's up, Bumpy. What's up, Taylor? He says, hey, yo, strangers. Hope you folks are doing well. Right back at you, Taylor. Yes. For Japan, the Falcons wouldn't pick up an onside kick. Oh, my gosh. We're not going to talk about it, Jasmine. We're not. We're just not. We're not there yet. Mr. Richard, how you doing, sir? You know what? I want to tell you guys. So, Mr. Richard, he found my videos. However, he found my videos. And he has ordered from me a few times. and he checks in on me during the live streams, and I just want to tell him thank you for doing that. He even hit me up. He called me up not too long ago, and he says, "Hey, Mr. Dash, I just want to call and check on you, make sure you're doing well, and check on the family." And I really, I appreciate that, man. I can't say anything more than I really do appreciate it. Seriously, I mean, he found me on YouTube, and it was such an honor for me to meet you. And I think he was geeking because when I met him the first time, he's geeking because he's like, "This is Dash, this is Dash," and I'm like, "No, no, no, sir. The honor is all mine. Like, you saw me."
Mr. Richard's smoker?
No, Mr. Richard is so just stay over there. Actually, close that. How all of a sudden you busy and you want to put your phone, get the laptop up. Close it.
I was just going over.
You were just going to bed?
I was going over.
You were just going to bed?
Plugging in my phone,
Yeah, good night.
You come with me. You come with me.
Alright, good night. Gabriel Ranch Cook says, "What's up, Vato? It shouldn't be like que te paso, Vato? I wish my kids went to school." Brandon, no comment. Big improvement without the Eagles hat. I'm gonna need you to read between the lines. Yeah, it's alright. You can't even spell improvement. Hey Dash, how about that new grill after you got in touch with the owner? Any movement that was exciting? So yes, this is all part of my life. So, guy's name is John from Low Country Cookers. He sent me handles, and I have not been able to go out there and put the handles. It's not that I haven't been able to put the handles on. But when was the last time you saw me cook with Johnny 5? I'll wait. This is one of the things that you guys, I have been not forcing content, but trying to make content, but I'm not doing as much catering as I have been. That cooker, I believe, is going to be my next assistant on-site cooker. I have done 0 on-site jobs since last year. I can't force the content. Dallas is out, probably freak too. George is that yo Dash. Hey everyone, a little late tonight, but I made it. Well, that's what's up, George. And if you guys don't know who George is the gentleman who I went to his house. He's a subscriber. He hit me up and he ordered some stickers and he said, "Hey, I have something for you. If you want to come and get it, he gave me the bastorma. All right, we ate it last week. We ate the last of it last week, and yeah. Did you rent that tent for the 300 cook? No. I own the canopy." KC says good night. Yeah, he's gone already. Recommended spices for spice for ribs. Yo, the original and so the original by itself, the original and some spicier, or the thick meat by itself. But I'm telling you, you should take those ribs and cut them into 4 or 5 different pieces and put all of Uncle Steve's seasonings on them and try them out and see which ones you like, what you like most. Single dad of 3 girls and 2 of the 3 are yelling. Oh man, Uncle Steve, yo, hey, thank you so very much, man. I really do appreciate your support. Seriously, it really does help. And every time I get a surprise package from Uncle Steve, it is like it's Christmas whenever I get it. I go to the post office and I'm like, what the heck is in the P.O. box? And Uncle Steve shake. Whenever he comes out with something new or a tester for me to try, I definitely try and help him out. I'm a fanboy. I've been following you for all these years, Fantasy says. Like, my kids are done with school. Oh, jeez. Oh man, I just wanted to know that up there in that grill. I get it. You have to stretch stuff out. Oh my gosh, man. Taylor, it's just been one of those things, man, where. So I thought about you tonight, actually, Taylor, because you were one of the folks that noticed that I cleaned up in the garage, and that's been one of the other things that has been not keeping me from cooking, but I just like I've had other things I've had to do around the house, like just end of summer stuff, like you know, if you have a boat and you need to put it away or winterize it, it's just under summer stuff I had to do. And one of those things I had to get done was clean up in my garage. And I won't say the video suffered, but I had to reset my priorities. But I know that I owe the guy, like I said, his name is John from Low Country Cookers, some feedback on that grill, and I want to cook on it. It's just the last time I was like, hey, I'm gonna go buy some of this, and my wife was like, no, we just had chicken like yesterday and we have leftovers, so you cooking more chicken just to cook chicken? She's like, it's not really a good idea, so I need to give it a little bit of time. Hey, Uncle Steve, nah, man, you are the best, sir. Like, seriously. Got a big cook coming up, 120 slabs of ribs, 10 cases of chicken. I'm trying to do a video. Any help? How would you get your videos done? How do you get your videos done when you cater? Thyron, I just set up the camera, man. I gotta like do an intro, set up the camera, and do what I have to do. Like, seriously, because I don't have time to be like, and that's one of the things too. I've done cooks. I have not done videos on all of those cooks because I have to get the cooks done. So my priority is getting the cook done, not getting a video of the cook getting done. Jimmy, I totally agree. He says, Uncle Steve, thanks so much for what you do. Maria, how you doing this evening? She says, hey, yo, Dash. Hey, Maria, how you? To your topic, nothing rules a cook like a heavy downpour. Oh my gosh. So you guys don't realize how, okay, and let me take a step back. This is going to be one of those full disclosure type things. So the roof in my garages, it needed to be replaced. I finally was able to get the roof replaced in the garages. And when I say replaced, they took it down to the studs. And is there anybody that has any sort of interest in seeing that happen? Because I did actually do a time lapse of the roof getting replaced, but I was like, I don't know if anybody wants to see that. But I got the roof replaced in the garage to the tune of double digits, 5-digit $1,000. Oh gosh, thinking about it. But I got the roof replaced in the garage, and after the roof got replaced, when they took the old roof off, there was a lot of dust and debris that fell into the garage. And that was all part of me having to clean up the garage. Like, when I say multiple trips to the dump, multiple bags of trash, multiple bags of just debris from the roofing project, it was bad. And that was why you didn't see me cooking in a garage for a very long time, because I had to clean up the garage. Now the garage is clean, like super duper clean. I went above and beyond and cleaned that garage. But like, I have some footage, but I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, that being said, Taylor, I used to have leaks, and I would film around the drips and drops in the garage. When I talked about the turkey last year, the one that I lesson learned from being one turkey short, that type of thing, that video, you could see in the video, like, between where the camera is. So let's say the camera is like here, and I'm here. There's a drip that's like dripping in between here, because I mean, the roof had some holes in it in the garage, and like, it was bad. And I finally was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna shop around. We're gonna do what we need to do. I had to get the roof taken care of, and like I said, it was a huge expense, but it's done now. So all of those issues with the elements, man, I'm so happy. Yeah. George says your next batch of Bastorma is underway. Stay tuned. Water Wicks heat away. Yes, indeed. Oh man, getting built on this year. Getting plans together now. Oh yo, y'all spoil me, man. Y'all spoil me. As far as content, we don't care what or who you're cooking for. Just cook and tape it. We'll watch it. Fantasy, I know, man. But you know what? I tell you, there are some cooks that some videos that do better than others, and there are some times when I can't, like, I just can't film it. Like, I have to get it done, and filming is just not the priority, unfortunately. So, fantasy barbecue, I greatly appreciate that, and I'll keep it in mind. What's up, Jeff? He says, "Hey, yo, Dash." Ha ha ha. Hey, if you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos, as well as help this video and my channel. These poor Eagles, my niece is a fan of them also, and called me crying afterwards. Yeah, man. Taylor says, I'd watch. I had mine replaced recently. First hours in the books. I think you should do a #1 fan smoker giveaway again. Yeah. Roofing, Jeff? Seriously? They're shingles, they're asphalt shingles, but they're like a 40-year or 50-year warranty asphalt shingle. All right, so grilling and chopping and grilling with KC asks, "Where's everybody from?" He says we're from Houston, chopping and grilling. So Uncle Bull's in Illinois. Gabriel says Eagle Pass, Texas. I'm in Illinois, right outside of STL. Taylor, Spring, Texas. Grandpa says, Dash, you should do a breakout cook with some other styles. I can send you some bray spices. Taylor, send them, man. I just can't guarantee when or if I'll get to them. It's one of those things where, so what I've been trying to do is I will cook on a Tuesday, and then the cook on a Tuesday might be Thursday's video. Anything I cook on the weekend might be Tuesday's video. The downside is sometimes I've been cooking, like when I did the catering video, I did the catering on Friday. I had a brisket to do on Saturday. I had a brisket to do on Sunday. I know I filmed a portion of each of those cooks. I just can't guarantee, or I don't remember because it's been a few weeks, what exactly of all of those things I did. Do a hunting video. Man, I live in Baltimore City. There is no hunting in the city. So if you had to sell a smoker, which one would you sell? To me, fantasy, I would sell you Bernadette. I would sell you Bernadette. Thyron from TNT Barbecue says he's in Iowa. Taylor says he's in Birmingham, Alabama. Mike is in Michigan. 999 says the ATF. Corey says Arkansas. I think I've told you guys before, I have some family in between Stuttgart and Hot Springs. I think it is Hot Springs. I haven't thought about it in a while. But family down in Stuttgart. My maternal grandfather lived in Stuttgart, Arkansas. Fun fact, I've been to both Stuttgarts. So there's a Stuttgart in Arkansas and there's a Stuttgart in Germany. I have been to both. The Stuttgart in Arkansas is a sister city or a twin city of Stuttgart in Germany. Ventura, California. Cuff and Stuff. Jimmy says South Carolina. Out of order. Jeff says Fort Worth, Texas. Upstate New York near Lake George and Saratoga. Maria says Oakland. All right. She's in the Bay Area. Maria, how is everything with the smoke and the fires? Every aspect of the building a home I've done. Well, that's what's up, Jeff. You want to come to a bathroom for me? Penny says Merriam, Kansas. All right, I don't care so much. You make content out of them as long as you try and hopefully enjoy them. Yeah, definitely try to enjoy, but I tell you what, man, sometimes the cooks are more enjoyable when I'm not filming them, because the filming them, it can just add such it just adds a lot. All right, Marcus from Crimson Creek. It says Austin, Texas. Commercial office moves, auto mechanic. Holy cow, Jeff, you've done a lot. Marcus, I have deer. Yes, I haven't. I haven't had deer recently. Omaha, Nebraska. Deron Grant says Jeff is just going on. He's farming, butchery. Raiders fan. All right. What's your favorite type of food? Food? I don't have a favorite type really. I'm pretty particular though. I like rice a lot. I could eat rice like all the time. Not every day, but I could eat rice all the time. So anything to accompany rice. Bumpy lives across town. He and I have never. We have not. You know what's so funny? Bumpy's name is Bumpy, and I have yet to bump into Bumpy because he lives on the other side of town. Hey, Bernadette, you say? I'll holla. Look, Bernadette is, I won't say on the chopping block, but she's probably going to be the first to go. Their call is way better now than it was a few weeks ago. Thanks for your concern. Yeah, Maria, I'm, I found you on Instagram, saw you on Instagram. So I'm like, those of you guys who have not or do not follow me on Instagram, please do. I will, for the most part, follow you back. There's certain things you might say where I'm like, I'm gonna have to unfollow you, and I'm gonna be completely honest. There have been a few of those, a few times, but I do actually look and check, and I follow along with those of you on Instagram. Steve Hart says, you have the it factor. Keep doing what you do. Very fun to watch, learning a lot. Good night. Well, Steve, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Well, filming and cooking together is a lot of pressure. Well, it's not necessarily the filming and the cooking. The cooking is definitely the higher pressure side of things. The filming just sometimes it gets in the way. Like sometimes I just want to, I have to get it done. I have to put my head down, get stuff done. Like, so in the last video, you saw me with my wife, not with my wife, but you saw me getting things done in the kitchen. I don't mind setting up the camera and just letting it roll, okay? Doing a time lapse. But when I have to talk to you guys sometimes and explain what's going on or tell you about the specific situation, that can be what can be a little daunting. And me doing the voiceover on the videos, voiceovers are not my favorite thing to do by far. But I mean, I got it done. Perryville, Arizona, a couple hours northeast of Stuttgart in Central Arkansas. That's what's up, Corey. Actually, Perryville, Arkansas, a couple hours northeast of Stuttgart. That's you using a rice cooker. So, have any of you guys seen that dude? He goes by Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger. He was talking about the Indian British woman who cooked rice, fried rice, I guess it was. And she used the colander. Oh, so many colander. Dude is hilarious to me. And I own a rice cooker. All right, so Taylor, fun fact. The rice cooker that my wife and I have, we actually got it from Dave & Buster's. We used to go to Dave & Buster's, not that much, but we saved our points at Dave & Buster's to buy a rice cooker. Well, our tickets from Dave & Buster's to get a rice cooker from Dave & Buster's. Like it's just that was just the thing. Like, that was our goal. That was our aspiration. So yes, we have a rice cooker. We don't use it very often. Like, I use my finger or just, use the 2 parts water to 1 part rice. But, like, I can cook some rice. Let's not tell my wife, but she does not do the best when she cooks the rice. She doesn't cook the best when she cooks the rice. What random things like smoker, like the ice cream sandwiches or pigs in a blanket? George, I'll work on it. Do I play games? No, I don't. I have 0 games on my phone, and I'll sit down with my wife every now and again. Like, she has I bought her the Switch, Nintendo Switch, and she downloaded Uno for it. Like we sat the other day and played Uno on a Nintendo Switch, and yeah. Make banging Spanish rice. That's what's up, Jeff. I'm a simple man. I like rice and beans. Yes. Arroz con frijoles. I was just in California last week, Lower Park. Nice. Southern California. The filming takes longer. Yes, indeed. Filming can double my effort. Make the kids the camera crew. So the problem with that, Carlos, is a lot of times I'm filming in the middle of the night, very early in the morning, or later at, or like it doesn't work out with them to be helping me. You're a perfectionist. Not necessarily a perfectionist, but I like things done a certain way. And yeah. So Mimi says, so I finally broke down and bought one of those Burnsomatic TS8000 torches, and I love it. But now I want that Flame King Super Torch. I think I might be a pyro. Let me just tell you, Mimi, there is nothing wrong with being a pyromaniac and or an arsonist, okay? Just as long as you're cooking when you're burning stuff, all right? Would you get a PS5 or Xbox Series X? PS5. I am definitely in the PlayStation. I don't like Xbox controllers. Uncle Roger is funny for about 2 videos, then it gets old. I'm telling you though, but I don't know. I find it funny because a lot of the things that he says, there's truth in some of the things that he says. As someone who's Asian and he's a British Asian or he's an Asian living in Britain, I don't know how you would quantify or qualify that. Cooking with MSG definitely is one of those things. He did a video talking about Gordon Ramsay cooking, and he gave Gordon Ramsay props because he did it right. Like he was using the correct ingredients, the correct spices, and other things like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I like Uncle Roger. Yo, Deron says Northeast B says egg fried rice. Yep. The Uncle Roger is hilarious. He had me in tears. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Uncle Roger sounds pretty funny. Yeah, right. Stamped with the it is not stamped with the Dave and Buster's logos. So yes. Oh, Reverend's Rice has been my local jam. That's what's up. Gotta change up some South African food to make the missus happy. Well, Taylor, see, what you need to do is you need to kind of cheat, right? And you need to tell her to let's cook together, and then it'll be one of those bonding things. But all the while you're taking notes so that you can cook for her and surprise her with some of the things that she really likes and wants to bring to the table. You're welcome, and just shoot me an invite for 2 to the wedding. All right. Red Beans and Rice is absolutely amazing. Yes, indeed. Dash, do you work a typical 9 to 5 job and film around that, or do you have more fluid hours? So Taylor, I actually work from 6 in the morning to 2 o'clock. So yes, I have a day job, right? But right now I am going into the office on Mondays, Wednesdays, and every other Friday. Now I actually take advantage of the fact that I'm working from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I try to film something. It doesn't always work out, but I try to film something, and then on that Monday and then Wednesday, I can go into work because I am on I'm on a help desk of sorts. And when the tickets come in, I have to get something done or I have to do something. Other than that, I feel like I say the Maytag repairman, but my boss, my manager, he says you're more like a fireman than you are a Maytag repairman. So whenever there's a fire, we get a call, we put out the fire, or we triage it and send it to whoever needs to happen. And as long as I can work my video editing and the comment replying and other things like that around when I actually have to work, it's fine. So yes, I have a job. Yeah. Yeah, Maria says, now I know who you're talking about. He got mad when they washed the rice in the car. colander. Oh, so then she like so many colander. Finna cook some black beans rice with red snapper. Oh man, dude, yo, you fixing to share or what? Cause if you're not fixing to share, then I ain't fitting to hear about it. I'm digging the smoked ham and country pork ribs. All right, that's what's up. Oh, doing. Oh, she doesn't cook. God, oh my gosh, from my mom and do a crafty recipe hunting online based off of suggestions. Well, torch gun, yo, dude, I have some cooks with the torch gun coming up. Rocking 6 a.m. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right, Taylor. Yeah, man. That's the whole thing. Like, so today on Wednesdays, I am up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And those of you guys who saw the video on Monday and me doing the beard thing, I've been getting up, and usually what ends up happening is like my alarm goes off at 4:05, and then I snooze at a time or two, and then I have another alarm goes off at 4:20, and I try to get up or like snooze my alarm at least once, maybe twice, and I'm actually getting up by 4:30 so that I can get up, get showered, get dressed, do anything I have to do to my beard, shave my head if I have to, and I'm out the door by 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm out the door by 5 o'clock. I stop and it's hot coffee season, because it's so cool in the mornings now. So I go up to 7-Eleven. They're accepting my refill, my half-gallon container, so I can go in there and make my coffee, my half-gallon of coffee, for $1.06. Okay, I go get my coffee, and then I sit down at my desk. I drink my coffee. Usually by the time I finish my half-gallon of coffee, yes, I drink a half-gallon of coffee. It's about lunchtime, and I don't eat anything usually, typically in the morning. I just drink my coffee, and plenty of coffee to drink. Go get lunch, and then 2 o'clock I'm out the door, and I'm running, and I'm out, and I will stop and get my car washed. I go through automatic car wash. I have a membership for the car wash, and then I pick up my kids. I gotta pick up my kids at 2:45. I work about 45 minutes away from home, so my commute, like I said, get my car washed. I don't even have time for them to let them clean the inside of my car out more often than not. Like I am. Pew! I just get the outside of the car wash and keep rolling. The wind will dry it, and yeah, I get to the school, pick up the kids, and my middle son, so taste tester number 2 and taste tester number 3 are physically in school right now. Pick them up from school and bring them home, or most times when I pick them up, I stop at the post office. So if you haven't sent me anything in the post office, P.O. Box 3236, Catonsville, Maryland, 21228. Feel free to send us anything within reason. And then come home, do dinner sometimes. Like, I haven't been cooking dinner very much because the kids are like, man, I cook, or I have been cooking, and I think they're just sick of us cooking at home, and they don't want to eat. So they're like today, I made some beef bacon out on the Blackstone. I made some beef bacon. I had some beef bacon I got last week, and I made it, and I made some. It really would have been a good video, but sometimes I just want to eat. So what it was I made beef bacon, and then my wife made some coleslaw. So I used the beef bacon, cut it up into like pieces, and put some of the coleslaw on top of it, and we had like mini tortillas. And I had a couple of those, so it was like a beef bacon taco for dinner. It was banging. I watched Gordon Ramsay cook a brisket in the oven. Blasphemy. I've dealt positively with many of your IT cam. We appreciate the help, even if we don't say it. Yeah, I know. Recording a video requires a procedure's point of view, while cooking it requires a cook point of view. It's very hard to switch gears while doing both at once. Grumpus, you know what? So what I found I do is I try to focus on something. So it's not necessarily like I cook the same things a lot, but when I cook, I try to focus on a different piece of the cook. So sometimes I'll focus on the trimming of the brisket. Sometimes I'll focus on the cutting of the brisket once it's done. Sometimes I'll focus on the feel of the brisket, the sale of the brisket, the weighing of the brisket for someone I actually did a video. My uncle came down. He got some briskets, for him and his neighbor. And that cook, I cooked the whole brisket, did everything. I focused on slicing the briskets up. And I talked to him while I was slicing the brisket up. So it was real time. And it was like 20 minutes for me to slice up these 2 briskets. Wow. Messing with my cousin. My uncle, rather. This is my Uncle Calvin. Cool. What's up, Steven? How you doing, sir? Fanny says, okay, teaser. Country pork ribs are for either nachos or tacos. All right. He cooking. Yep. Just polish and vacuum both vehicles and put rain next to the windows. Nice. Hey, Steve says, smash that thumbs up, yo. Not a big fan of beef bacon. Did you cook it low and slow or on high? It was like a medium. So one thing, Maria, and you probably can comment on this. Beef bacon is pretty salty and it's very, very fatty. We need to get you an asado cross grill. Oh, raw South African built, right? I want to see what's a new tool with a new tool. Most IT just triaging pepcac errors. Problem exists between user and chair. Yep, between pepcacs or the ID10T errors, George. Examples of built South African Braai grills. Braai? Which one is it? Yeah, Maria, I already know what the problem is most folks have with beef bacon. It is fatty and it can be salty. And I'm cool with that. So, you just have to adjust. It's like, how some people say, oh, I can't use salted butter. Why not? You just don't put salt on the rest of everything else you're cooking. Same thing with the beef bacon. To me, there's certain people who don't necessarily can't dig or don't dig lump charcoal. They're like, it burns too hot too fast. Well, just adjust the way that you're cooking. Lower your dampers or reduce your intake so that it's not burning so hot so fast, and you'll be fine. You just have to adjust. It just takes a little bit of adjustment, and you'll be fine. All right, I finished this was the low work test of the moonshine, and I finished my soda. We got a half an hour left. Last time I made a second drink, I was slumped on the live stream. Speaking of salted butter, I don't believe I've ever purchased salted butter. Anyways, unsalted. There's literally not that much difference between salted and unsalted butter. Give me salted butter and I will adjust my whatever else I'm cooking for the fact that there's salt in my butter. I mean, it really, to me, it does not make that big of a difference. Rope Deck Guy whiskey for me tonight. All right. Remember when you were roasting lamb forever and the rotisserie stopped working? Yes, James, I do remember that vividly. And then I ended up having to put it on the grill, and I burnt half of my beard. Yeah. I just picked up a rocket stove the other day, yo. Talk about fun with fire. Y'all need to get one of those, but please be careful. Fantasy. I actually have one. And you're right, it is fun. To me, it cooks a little slow, though. I don't use my rocket stove. I don't use it. It's one of those things where, yo, I have a lot of wood, like twigs, like that I could cook and use with it. But I haven't done anything with it in a while. Maybe I will pull it out. Hey, Deron says, got a jet. Good night, folks. Kent says, hey, yo, Dash, how you doing? How are you doing, sir? How was your trip to California? You're another one. This week has been rather wild and crazy as far as my work schedule. One of our computer labs has been having issues with the air handler, and I've been going into work because my manager is actually traveling, and of the people who are there, I'm one of the ones that just kind of knows what's going on in the building. And yeah, which means that I've been like working. I've had to work. Uh, then it says BTUs. Barely tastes the salt in the butter. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Work sucks. I'm gonna go back on vacation. And you know what, Kent? You know, it's one of those things, man. If vacation could pay the bills, I wouldn't go to work. Shoot. But work pays the bills. Yeah, right? Dash had a couple pieces of watermelon with a twang of salt, dude, man. Hey, Steven, you can't tell me that it wasn't good, dog. It just not you don't season watermelon like you seasoning chicken. He Peter Green said, "Y'all Bammers, y'all Bammers, want to put salt on your watermelon like you're seasoning chicken. You just put a twang of salt on your watermelon. Yo, if you have not put tahini on watermelon, mango, cantaloupe, pineapple, just Taji. I think that's how it's spelled. Tahini. Get yourself some of that. Uh, yeah, you know what? So Taylor, uh, look, Mike says, "What's a vacation?" Taylor says, "Oh, sweet, you're the early guy who has some knowledge enough to be corralled, yeah, into side work. Not a bad place to be. Exactly. So that's the thing, Taylor. So you know, it's funny. It's a double-edged sword. So today, I walked in the building. And I got in there like today was a good day. I got in the building like usually, or a lot of times I'm walking in like 6:15. My whole thing is I just need to make sure I'm at my desk by 6:30. The next person comes in between like 6:15 and 6:30. So as long as I'm at my desk or in the building parked by about 6:15, I'm good. But so this morning it was a good day. Like getting up again, I'm getting up a little earlier and I'm doing the thing with my beard so you guys can see it. Like I've been filming those. Anyway, so I get to work a little early. Like I'm 10 minutes or so early. Open up the door, I go inside. And this computer lab that we've been having issues with, I go into the lab and they have the doors open. So there's two access doors to this lab. They have the doors open and one of them is just open and the other one has a fan drawing the hot air from the lab out. So I'm like, all right, well, I know the doors need to be secured. Let me close everything up and check on the air handler. I go up to the air handler and set point 70 degrees. This air handler is supposed to be set at 72 or 73, but whatever. And it shows me a real temperature, a room temperature of 79 degrees. And I'm like, that's a little bit high. It should be a little cooler. Let me go ahead and close the doors and the air handler should cool the room off. So that's what I did. Like 6:05, I'm finished doing this. I go sit down at my desk. I pour my first cup of coffee. I'm chilling. Time to fire up YouTube. And I'm like, I can't fire up YouTube yet. I got to do compliance training today. Great. So I start doing the compliance training, blah, blah, blah. I talk to my manager. My manager's actually in Austin right now. And I'm like, yo, hey, let me tell you what's going on. Let me just give you the latest about what's going on with the air handler. She's like, all right. I tell him the story, what's going on. And he's like, okay, cool, thanks. And I said, you know what? Time for me to go pee. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to go check on the lab. So get up, go do my walk around the building, you know, one of those things. And I go into the lab and it's hot. I'm like, shoot, it's hot in here. I go up to the air handler. The air handler shows 84 degrees. I'm like, well, that's no good. So I contact the, building maintenance guy. I'm like, yo, guy's name is Mike. I'm like, yo, Mike, we got a problem. Air handler's not actually cooling right now. I said, I came in, I knocked the fans out of the doors, I closed the doors. It was cooler than it was. I said, but now after 2 hours, it's gotten hot again. He's like, all right, well, I'll call the company Bowers. He's like, I'll call Bowers and get somebody to come out. I'm like, cool. So I go back to my desk and I sit down and I'm like, hey, manager, this is what's going on. He says, well, what's the temperature? 84 degrees. I like, as he's asking me these questions, I'm already like typing them out to tell him what the whole transaction is. But I'm one of those people like I don't type a paragraph. I'll type a sentence, a sentence, a sentence, a sentence to make the conversation move faster in instant messenger, right? So one of the things he asked me was, well, how hot is the temperature? How hot is it in the lab? And I'm like, boom, I already told you that. Just wait for it to pop up. And then he tells me, hey, call Mike from the building maintenance guys. Hey, I've already done that. He's like, damn. He's like, you're good. I'm like, thank you. I told him he needs to go away more often. Less beverages for all the fine folks. Yes, indeed. Michael says, yes, sir, I agree. Yes, the taco vendor. I could sell that an item. Beef bacon? What? Literally just thinking, tahini watermelon is insane. Yes. Tahini is good on everything. We put salt on it in Kansas City too. Time to add to the two. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna get some of the 188 proof. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, and I actually do have some apple cider, or I have an energy drink. Which one y'all think I should? I'm gonna pull them both over. Just give me a second. I'm going in the double doors into the freezer here, because this is where I keep that 188, and I have more than half of the bottle left. And let me go into the refrigerator. And alright, let's turn up the light in the kitchen. Okay. So this is what's left of the 188. And I told you my father-in-law was here, and I let him have some. I let him sample some. So I have some apple cider. This is what's left of the cider, and I put it in the freezer to get nice and cold. So I have some apple cider, or I have an energy drink. Which do you think I should take part in? And I tell you, I have been savoring this 188. When I use a little bit, when I have a little bit, it is just a little bit. I'm telling you, that's it. That's it. Because, woo, this one had a taco meat curled up. I'm telling you, my father-in-law, he had this. He was like, when I told him what the proof was, he couldn't believe it. All right, am I doing apple cider or am I doing energy drink? I think I need to do the energy drink. We're just gonna send it with the energy drink. Sugar-free, Rockstar. Yeah. We might end up talking later tonight. You talking tahini? You ever grill watermelon and brush rum on it? No. Barbecue pays the bills, Brian says. Well, lucky for you. Only did an idiot. Chef Johnny says only an idiot will salt a watermelon. What? No. You just put a little pinch of salt on a watermelon. Chef Johnny, if you've never put a pinch of salt on some watermelon, I highly suggest it. And I'll tell you what, don't season it like you would season it meat or a chicken or a protein to cook. You season it, you just put a pinch of salt on it. Don't knock it until you tried it. I'm telling you, sir. Desmond says tahini. Tell him, Dash, it's great on him. Oh, I just looked it up. Tahini, must try this. Oh my gosh, George. Woo. I tell you where you can get it. Shoppers. Was it Shoppers we got it from? Tahini. No, we got it from Aldi. There's an Aldi right down the street from your house, man. Go get you some. First world problems, definitely. So this is all those calls were. Maybe. Hey guys, I'm driving home, so I can't tell everyone hello by name, but I'm listening in. Well, Chef Johnny, thank you so very much, sir. Chef Johnny, I will admit, I have not been keeping up on your weight loss journey. And yeah, he just said I can't comment. And I am asking a question. I'm going to drink the cider in conjunction. Frozen apple cider for the win. Um, I'm going to drink it in conjunction. Here it says, sounds like you're working my job. The labs need to have a controlled temperature for our products we store and test with return devices. Yeah. So, those of you who have been watching for a while, you know that, I'm pretty tired by the time we get to the 11 o'clock hour because I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'll drink the cider in conjunction with the energy drink that I put into with the liquor. Jamie says, same reason you wrap cantaloupe and prosciutto. You definitely, the sweet and the savory, it goes very well together. And you don't have to have a overwhelming amount of prosciutto on cantaloupe. Yeah. Gosh. Man, Jamie, you got me thinking about some bacon on some. Oh man, I cooked. Let me just say, last Thursday. I bought 2 pounds of beef bacon, 2 pounds of turkey bacon at that farmer's market I told you about, and I cooked the last of the beef bacon today. And I cooked it, and I had, like I said, I cut up some of the beef bacon and put it on a mini tortilla and some coleslaw my wife made, and I ate 4 of them little bad man pajamas, and it was perfect. But I cut the rest of the bacon up and made like bacon bits. And I'm like, yo, how am I going to make sure that my kids don't get into my bacon bits? I vacuum sealed the bag. Pettiness level, yep. All there. No, you can't talk about it. You can't say it. Maria, we are not going to talk about that. Let's not talk about that. It was a rough week for me last week. Him was tired and drunk, but him was tired. Mike says, why do pork videos do better than beef video? I don't know. It's not necessarily what I'm cooking. It's more so how I'm cooking for my videos. Your mileage may vary as far as what does better, but Alton, if he was still here, he'll tell you that his beef videos do better than his pork videos. It to me sometimes it's more how you're doing it, or the instruction behind it, if you will, versus what I'm cooking. Maria, we're not gonna talk about that. Like Jamie was funny because you see Jamie there. She told me to go back. She hit me up because I talked to a couple of you folks, not you folks, but I talked to a couple folks afterward, and she said, "Did you see the last couple minutes of the live stream last night?" And I'm like, I don't go back and watch the live streams. Like, nah, you need to go back and watch the last couple of minutes. And I looked at it and I was like, man, I was sitting. I had the races going on behind me, and I'm just sitting there like, faded. Faded. Thanks for the support on Sunday dinner. No problem. Hoax is dependent on the audience. I'm from Georgia. We are more interested in pork. And that's the thing, man. Like, something, yeah. I was in Charleston, South Carolina, and had lunch at Ronnie Scott's. 'Twas awesome. Rumpus, thanks, man. You just rubbing it in, and then bash. Dash on the floor. No, man, Mike, you know what? I tell you what. I am not that, like, I'm not that guy that passes out and is like in the middle everywhere. No. I will won't say I can be blackout, drunk, but I have been, and I might not remember what's going on, but I remember like after watching, I remember the conversation. I don't remember falling asleep, but when I realized that I was asleep, I was like, all right, yo, I gotta go to bed now. Uh, Look, you guys, I'm gonna just tell you, there are a few of you guys who were here when I drank two. Okay, it was more than two, if not two and some change drinks of moonshine one night, and I was feeling myself, and oh boy, I deleted that video. Okay, hey, yo, I deleted that video. William says, "Hey, yo, what up, barbecuers?" Maria, he's coming. He was asleep, but it was a great live stream. Yeah, well, thank you, Jasmine. Every now and again, yeah. Marcus, this is why we friends, man. He said, "I didn't see nothing." All right, what y'all talking about? Last week it was a live stream. Yeah, yeah. Every now and again. Whew. But y'all can't delete my memory. You can take away. Hey, Grumpus, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this is right. And as he was ending it, oh man. Yeah, I mean, in the order of not proudest moments, that one was not a good one. I mean, that was not a good look. I straight fell asleep. I fell asleep actively talking. I fell asleep damn near mid sentence. Did you like the brine and turkey breast or injection? I would brine the turkey breast. I don't like injecting anything. I've told you guys as a kid of the 80s and growing up in Philadelphia, injections, needles, I don't know. Nah, man. I seen a whole bunch of addicts growing up. Man. Been a bit of maintenance. I made it home and time to catch it. Well, thank you, William. I appreciate it. And you know what, Mike? You're absolutely correct. Most turkey is already in a brine solution. Yes. Oh, I guess Williams has been a hot minute. All right, I'm like, maintenance. Yeah, I understand. You're stuck at work. I get it. Glad you made it tonight, Maria. Yes, indeed, I am too. I know you are a few hours behind, so technically I'm speaking to you from the future. That's always the thing when I'm traveling or when we're traveling, and the time zone differences or the time zone is different. And I'm like speaking to you from the future. That's not today. How early you woke up for work? Sorry about that. Wow, no, Maria is fine. Like, and that's the thing, because the reason why, and I've talked about this before. The reason why I do these live streams on Wednesday nights is because I actually sleep in on Thursday mornings, and when I say sleep in, I sleep in to like 6 o'clock, 6:30 on a Thursday morning. But sleeping in those 6:30 is a big difference from getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Or like my first alarm goes off at 4:05, and I typically am up by 4:30. Like sometimes I kind of have to coax myself to get up, and if there's like if it's a morning when I need to shave my head, then I'll get up before 4:15, 4:30. But if it's a morning where I just need a shower and get dressed and be out the door, yo, I'm like, man, it might be 4:45 before I get up, because I can get up, get in the shower in 5 minutes, get dressed in 5 minutes, be downstairs and be out the door in 5 minutes. Because sometimes you just need that extra 10-15 minutes of sleep. And especially for me, I don't sleep very well, so yeah. I remember the live streams where you re-upped on the clear. Oh man, William, we're not gonna talk about that, okay? We're not gonna talk about that, because the next day I was like, yo, I don't even remember half of the live stream. I'm like, I need to take that one down, and I deleted that one, brother. Dash stole Doc's DeLorean and went back. I wish. I wish. Definitely. Mm. You know, one of the things I would do is I would change some of my, I won't say change some of my stock picks, but I would sell off some of the stuff. First Love Smokers, how you doing? Says, what's good, Dash? Man, that's good barbecue. Says, better late than never, yo. Totally agree. Mm. Apple cider, way better than pumpkin spice anything. I don't care who you are or what you say. I understand my work schedule is 5 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. It's been 8 to 4:30 since working from home. I miss getting out at 1:30. Yo, the days when I work, so I work Thursdays from 10 until 6 p.m. Yo, when I work 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock comes rolling around, and I'm like, I'm not even halfway done my day. Like, what? Like, no, what am I going to do for the next 4 hours? Oh, man. Oh, gosh. As adults, I'm sure everyone understands or should understand that with taking care of your family, working in your barbecue business, you still find time to go live with your friends and fans can be a lot. Well, Jasmine, you know what? This is a fun time for me because I won't say I put up with, but you have been here and you know that as better as good or as well as anyone. Don't tell my parents, like both of my parents are teachers, how I just butchered the English language that moment ago. But anyway, you know as well as anyone else, you know what? Sometimes you just need to have a good time, hang out, and relax and chill. And that's what I do with you guys. Those of you guys who sit and hang around during the second hour, you know, Steven, all right, Jimmy from Cuff and Stuff, we got Victor and Mr. Hockett. Those of you guys who sit and have a drink with me while we're doing this and you interact and you comment, that's what I live for. But you know, I enjoy, I thoroughly enjoy. So almost pumpkin spice season, man. Pumpkin spice can go kick rocks. Give me some apple cider, man. If anyone doesn't understand that, I'm not sure they will ever understand. Keep working hard, Dash. It's inspiring. Well, Jasmine, I appreciate that. Like really, I do. I never set out to try to be inspiration. Like seriously, I'm just a regular dude. Like, where's Kirk at? Kirk, you still here? I'm just a regular dude. Like I put my pants on one leg at a time. All right, but really, I'm gonna need you to explore the space. All right. Sacrifices have to be made. Sure enough. But you know what, B? I tell you what, I learned so much, and I won't say I don't want to do it, but it's not the right time. Like, I know that I want to be around for my family. I want to be around for my kids. And I want to be able to do different things outside of barbecue. And me doing events here and there, that's cool. I'm not even going to read that, Mike. I'm not even going to read it. Husband starting this barbecue business, and it's a lot. And you're right, there are sacrifices to be made. What part of Texas? Made it home, Dash is still talking that nonsense. What nonsense? Man, just put a little bit of salt on some watermelon or some tahini on a watermelon. Beast is working 22-hour days. So the thing with that be, I tell you, when I was doing the barbecue full time, and I would cook overnight and then be up during the day, or like be up for a little bit during the day, take my kids to school, try to take a nap, and then pick my kids up from school in the afternoon, and then sell food in the afternoon. Yo, it was not sustainable. It worked, and I got it done like because I had to, but it was not sustainable. Steven says, Dash, man, I always look forward to Wednesday. Well, thank you. MTG says, you keep me going. Yo, You guys have no idea how much of an impact you have on my schedule. I tell you what, my birthday is coming up. I mean, I'm not saying that to say like, get me something or do something. No, I found out earlier yesterday actually. I found out that my birthday falls on a Wednesday, and I'm like, what? We gonna have a live stream on my birthday? Like what? So, yeah, 3 weeks, 3 weeks until my birthday. So, just be prepared. Jasmine says my family and I, along with my husband's youth baseball team, will be in Houston October 17th. What's your place of business called? We open on Saturday nights. Oh man. So I can tell you what, Jasmine. Brian might be sold out by the time you try to get there. Jasmine says glad we can be that relief for you. Yeah. Mike says, I will have a drink with you one day, Dash, when I'm not in the semi. I get it. Mimi says, well, gotta run. This essay isn't gonna write itself. Good night, guys. Stay safe. Right back at you, sir. Look, Crimson Greek says, this is our date night. Yeah, you know what? My wife, I was talking to her earlier. She said, I was thinking about trying to go out and get, go to a bar and have drinks with you yesterday. I was like, man, we go get a bottle. Sit at home. I don't need to go out. She's like, yeah, at home. Like, and one of the things we've been doing lately, because our kids are old enough now, we leave the house. We don't even tell them where we're going. Like, it is great. Just bounce. Cook yourselves dinner. But aren't you gonna? No, we're not. We're leaving. Where are you going? Go see Turkey take water. And be gone. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. First off, Smoker says never trust a person that puts salt on watermelon. You trust me, damn it. I'm telling you. Don't knock it until you tried it. Just a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. You're not seasoning it like you would a protein. MTG says, I agree with Crimson Creek. Marcus? Uh-oh. Yeah, running the barbecue business isn't for the faint of heart. Dude, no. John says, happy anniversary to me and my wife, September 25th. 21 years of marriage, 25 years together. Bruh. That's what's up, okay? I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, John. My wife and I, we celebrated. It wasn't much of a celebration this year. But we have been married for 16 years. 2020, we got married in 2004. Yeah, 16 years of marriage. Texas Barbecue Guy says, I'm absolutely right. What am I right about? You gotta like whole sentences because it's been a minute since I said whatever I said. I guess about it not being sustainable. It's cheaper to drink at home than at a bar or club. Yeah, but you don't get the same atmosphere, Mike. Yeah. I drink my good stuff on Wednesday nights. What should I get you for your birthday? Grumpus? What? You don't have to give me anything. Nah, man. Just get me your presents. How about that? All right. I'll be happy to cook for y'all in October. Congrats to John. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Congrats. Can we get in touch with you when we get down there? Oh, y'all need to do some networking. So he has a website. It's Patriot Barbecue. I think it's patriotbarbecue.com, or is it patriotbarbecueatx.com? But Patriot Barbecue. I'm sure he has. If he doesn't, he better put up some contact name information on his website, and y'all can do that. My wife and I anniversary is Saturday. That's what's up, Mike. Yes. So John has been wrong for 24 and a half years. Oh, everyone come support Dash October 14th. Man, when are you going to open your barbecue school? Daniel. Um, I don't know. I don't know. That has been something that has been kicking around in the back of my mind for quite some time to do some sort of classes. But, like, obviously, with everything going on right now, I'm not trying to invite folks to my house. Um, but it could happen. It could definitely happen. Uh, 21 is a good start. I'm just to read it again. So John has been wrong for 24 and a half years. I can't wait to burn some for this coming college football Saturday. Want to do brisket and chicken? Not sure on the wood type. Man, keep it simple, stupid. Just use whatever you have. Jasmine says, congratulations. Man, we 16 years. John's got 25. Or 21. 21, been together 25. Oh, Daniel says, Island Roll, let us know. Oh, no. See, this is what happens. You guys, y'all forced my hand, and I'm so very grateful that you forced my hand. You forced me out of my comfort zone. All right, so Brian says through Instagram, Patriot Barbecue, or Facebook is Patriot Barbecue Texas. Crazy Man Barbecue Company. Hello, sir. I drink my good stuff on Wednesday nights. What should I get me for your birthday? Oh, how about some Blanton's? That's been one of those things that I've seen folks talk about, and I just, I can't afford it. So you drink something really, really good. But then again, I mean, maybe you don't drink so you can remember it. I don't know. And all right, so let me go back. He does. He says, I drink my good stuff on Wednesday nights. What should I get me for your birthday? That's the liquor talking. Yeah, Mike says no pine. Agreed with Mike. Definitely no pine for you, Taylor. Good night to you, good folks. Take it easy, Taylor. And cheers. Marcus is horrible. Gallon of 180 proof of shine. Dog. Do not threaten me with a good time. Talking about a damn gallon of 180 plus proof? What? First of all, do you know how, I'm gonna say difficult? Do you know how many runs that is? Man, I already know. Okay? I already know. And I've been doing some research and my homework, and I'm like, I might delve in. I might dive in, buy some equipment, and do some fuel alcohol production for my vehicles, of course. Try to meet him on YouTube. I don't know. I've been married for so long. My wife won't admit to being alive that long. Oh, Maria says yesterday we made 13 years. Well, congratulations. That's what's up. Mike says one for me. Well, Mike, you gotta catch up, bruh. We like double digit club. Johnny, how you doing this evening? Johnny comes in like as I'm about to shut down. Like, what's up, Johnny? Anyone know where I can purchase 22-inch grills for the UDS? So I use Weber 22.5-inch grill grate, or grill grates, and they fit, or they should fit, into the UDS. It depends on the size of your drum. If you have a 55-gallon drum, they should fit it's pretty much directly when I make my drums, I use some like 3-inch bolts, 2-inch bolts, and drill a hole and put 3 of them in so it will hold the grate. No problem, Maria. No problem. Crazy man. Get the copy you can. System rest off this fuel production. William, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'm aware. I was looking at a copper mesh in the yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna lean on you guys. Trust me, cooking. I'm gonna lean on you guys because there's a few of you out there, and I'll be damned if you know. I'm leaning. There's a decent resource on YouTube as well. My cider was melted. So these bottles, these are 16-ounce bottles. Yeah, 1 pint. I went to the farmer's market this past weekend. About 4 of them. That was the last one. I went to the farmer's market on Sunday, and I've been saving that one specifically. I have so there's a bottle that I have over there, and it's made with apples, like it's fermented apples. And I was like, oh man, this bottle with the apple cider. Woo! Hey, Chef Johnny, take care, sir. Gotta check in with my new cookbook. Then is bedtime. Check out my new cookbook. Look, I understand. Good night, Chef Johnny. 188 proof with energy drink. I don't know. What are your bets? Will I be asleep by 11:30, or will I still be wide awake and we'll be talking till after midnight tonight? Which one is going to happen? Won't worry about the reflex too much. Just get rolling. Check. All right. Check still it on YouTube. All right. William might just have to. What's the guy's name that I was watching? Can't think of it right now. But I watched a good deal of his videos, and I was like, hey. So the thing that because it's still, I was looking at, it was about $1,000-ish. It was like 8 gallons or so. Stainless into copper. It wasn't a reflux though. Stainless into copper, and like electric heating element, and I was like, woo-hoo. I was, I'm not getting hyper. Maria, you stick around and keep me awake, all right? How about that? Since it's still so early and I'm speaking to you from the future. Yeah. Look, see, I think part of the problem last week was I put my arm up and I started getting comfortable and I rested my head and my, like I did this whole thing. And then I was just like, and I moved over to see the TV because it was behind me. And I was like, nah, we're not doing that this week. I'm going to stay uncomfortable so I can stay awake. Maria says no comment. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Maria, how you kids doing in school? Did I see you have two? Was it two boys you have? How are they doing in school? How's everybody else doing? Shoot. I feel like I'm still talking. Yeah, I might as well stay here with me. Holy cow. 73 likes. Why are there 20 of you still here? I'm sorry about the noise. So I'm sitting here, and obviously the street's right there, but it's cool air coming in through the window. Man, I just be getting old because it's about my bedtime. Well, Daniel, there's nothing wrong with that. There are some nights where I talk a whole bunch, and other nights where I'm like, at 10 o'clock. Mike says he's getting tired. No worries. So, Drew says, we all fam here, so if you fall asleep, cool. He says, not like we're going to shave your head. Yeah. Just don't use the Sharpie in my pocket to draw anything on my forehead or write anything. That's where I draw the line. Take a while with the electric element, especially for that much swell. I don't know, William. I'm trying to think what this guy's name is, but he explained how and why you use a certain wattage heating element. And it might not have been, was it 8 gallons? Was it 5 gallons? I don't know, but I was excited, like, this could be reality. Like, I'm thinking, so one of the things I was thinking is I would get an automatic fermenter. Yeah. One that's programmable? What? Two boys. Alright, so Maria says she has two boys. The oldest is an A's and one B. My youngest got a shout out by the principal for Student of the Week. What? Did you put a bumper sticker on your car that says, my kid was Student of the Week? They have, they have them in my area where you see a car that says, my kid was Student of the Week at such and such school, and then it says like again and again and again and again, like you have agains running across the entire bumper of this person's car. Yeah. I don't like to like and run. Well, Grumpus, it's okay, man. Mike says been up since 1 a.m. Look, no shame. Dude, go to bed. Look, Daniel says I struggle to pass 8:30 p.m. You sound like my wife, man. She's like out like a light by 9 o'clock almost every single day. How about I draw a line from your head so it looks like a butt? Draw it down. How about I draw a line down your head so it looks like a butt? Name the quote. I don't know. Obviously, it's from a movie. If I had to guess, maybe like, was it Old School? Or what was the movie with Frank the Tank? No, it wasn't that one. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to hit me because maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't. Maria says no bumper stickers. Maria says, Daniel, me too. 8:30 comes around and my husband and in-laws call me an old lady because I get so sleepy. My wife is usually in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock and sleep by like 9:05. It's horrible. Hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, please go ahead and hit that for me on the way out. George Carlin bumper stickers and what he says about the Students of the Week bumper stickers. Frank Tank is on the movie Old School. Yes, Cool Runnings. Okay. He says Sanka. I haven't watched Cool Runnings all the way through. I was about to say all the way through in a few years. Yeah, no, nah. He says Sanka. You did? Sanka. You did? Nah, man. I just Cool Runnings was a good one. Uh huh. Uh huh. Mm. Mm. Y'all gonna have me watching some old stuff soon. I do remember it. Yo, rest in peace, John Candy. For real. Marcus, you still alive? So I said old school, but I don't remember that scene. I just knew that it was in and or around. Want to kiss my egg? No, I don't want to kiss your egg. Cool. Was good, big dog. Jamaican kind of bobsled team. Yes, indeed, Terrence. Cool Runnings was a good movie. Yes. Mm-hmm. I remember watching it as a kid. Oh, sure enough. Cool Runnings. That was a good movie. Like it was a really like a heartwarming movie. Harlem Nights. Drew, shoot. I was telling somebody about so my wife and I story time. Y'all love y'all come here on Wednesday nights for the story time. Creeks is trying to finish this bottle. Yo, I finished my 2 bottles in less than a week. All right, I bought mine last Wednesday and I finished it. Shoot, I finished it like Saturday, Sunday. How you doing tonight, brother? Russell, I'm good, man. My husband watching Star Trek ain't helping me stay awake either. I don't know what he sees in that. Yeah, I don't know either. Also born this weekend. Alright. Cobra Kai, you seen it? Yes. So I have YouTube. It used to be called YouTube Red, but it's now YouTube Premium. So all of you guys who are watching it now on Netflix, I've seen it. I seen it 2 years ago. I need to watch it again because everybody's like, "Oh my God, Cobra Kai," but I've seen it already. Yeah. All right. So let's see. There was something I wanted to. Oh, Harlem Nights. Speaking of Harlem Nights, so my wife and I told you about how we just disappear on the kids. So I think it was Saturday afternoon. We were like, yeah, we're going out. So we went to Carrabba's. We went to Carrabba's a few weeks ago, and we had an okay experience. It was one of those things, dining outside, and we were sitting at our table doing this for like 20, 25 minutes. Even though I called ahead and did the whole call ahead seating thing. And I'm like, yo, what was the point of me calling ahead if I gotta wait for a table and I called ahead? Like that doesn't work out. And then when we sat down, it was another like 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes before we got service. So the manager recognized and realized that, yo, I'm telling you, my wife was like, yo, we about to leave. And the waitress that came over to our table, she, like, I won't say diffused the situation, but she was really nice and cordial. And she turned the situation around, so it was great. But the manager gave us a $20 gift card. Someone was like, yo, we gotta go and use that. Sure. So we went back this past weekend, and we're sitting down again at Carrabba's. And she's like, I'm ordering a drink. I'm looking at the little gift card and it says, can that be used in alcohol? I'm like, okay. So we order our food, blah, blah, blah. And it's one of those things where my wife gets a soup. Okay. Now, this is talking about Harlem Nights. So the girl who was our waitress, I said, taste the soup. And she didn't get it. And there's a scene in Harlem Nights where Eddie Murphy or Arsenio Hall, one of them is playing the guy, and he's sitting at a table, and he's like, the waiter comes in and he puts the soup down on the table, And then the guy says, hey waiter, there's a problem with my soup. He's okay, well, what's wrong with your soup? Is it too hot? He says, no. Taste the soup. The guy says, taste the soup. And he says, well, is it too spicy? He's like, no. Taste the soup. And he's like, well, is it this or is it that? And he's like, no. Just taste the soup. And he's like, wait a minute, I can't taste the soup. You don't have a spoon. He says, aha. So that was the whole thing, right? I'm trying to like get the waitress to, and what's funny is my wife she ordered coffee and she didn't get a spoon with the coffee. And I'm like, taste the soup. And then, the waitress, she's like, oh, I'll bring the soup right out. I'm like, no, you missed the point. Like, I'm like, never mind. I'm sorry. Don't even think about the fact that I mentioned anything about soup. Like, it went over your head. And there were a couple other couples, and one of the couples was like, I get it. Like, I get it. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to, I get up and I stand up and I'm going to the van to get my wife like a hoodie because she's cold. And one of the couples said, she's like, the taste of soup. She's like, that's vaguely familiar. And I said, Coming to America. She's like, that's where it's from. She's like, I knew that. She's like, I heard it before. And the other couple was like, I don't get it. And I said, well, the whole thing is my wife didn't get a spoon with her coffee. And it's like that whole taste the soup moment. And the person was like, taste the soup. And I was like, oh, it's from a movie. And I'm like doing a whole explanation about X, Y, and Z, and finally got it. But then the waitress came over while I was kind of talking about it, and she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, I'm telling you, do yourself a favor. You have some homework. Go watch Coming to America. Yeah. Russell, I'm good. Sanka, you're my best friend. We've been through a whole heap together, and I really, really need you. Marcus, I don't drink that fast. Weekend at Bernie's. You got to do the Weekend at Bernie's dance. Guess who's using the fly killer? I guess Jamie is, because she was telling me that you were having a ball with it when you got it the first day. Don't wear a red shirt your first day. Now it's call ahead seating. You're supposed to be able to sit down. That's my new motto. Taste the soup. Oh, see, that's the thing. My wife was confusing the soup Nazi for and it was the guy from Coming to America. He's like, taste the soup. So the soup Nazi says, no soup for you. Yeah, 4J. John, Coming to America. I actually have the autograph from the guy who was selling watch in Coming to America. Watches, I guess, in Coming to America. You have a story? I'm a Carabas. Yeah. Terrence said, you had a story time with Carabas. You get a tip for that. Yeah, man, shoot. Will Smith is doing a remake of Fresh Prince, just a darker version. Drew, I saw it coming. Speaking of Coming to America, I want both Bath Girls. Yo. Right? Tell me next time, bro. 4th Thursday comes early. Shoot. Pat, how you doing? What did I eat at Carrabba's? So usually I have the filet spadino, but this past time it was a salmon dish. It was a salmon something or other. It was actually pretty good. But usually my order is the filet spadino. Brian says, Bath Girls. Yeah. You gotta watch Coming to America. There's one girl, Arsenio Hall is like, hop on one leg. And she's hopping. Bark like a dog. Arf, 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 arf. As she's hopping on one leg, it's going. Your royal, yes, your royal wills are clean, your highness. he said, he said, oh my gosh. He said, this is nice. He said, this is, what is that, velvet? I'm King Joffrey. What did he say? I'm King Joffrey the Third. I'm looking for my son. James Earl Jones came over. What about the chicken Brian or the Johnny? Nah, man. So, something about the chicken Brian. I think the chicken Brian has bacon in it or on it. I get the filet spadino. Filet spadino. Maria says, do I do seafood boils? I do seafood boils. Actually did a seafood boil for my wife for Mother's Day. I did not do a video on it, but if you go back on my Instagram, on the Still Drum Smokers Instagram, I talked about her Mother's Day weekend. And yo, I did it. I feel like I did it pretty big for her weekend. So Warren G used that quote in his album. Take a look over your shoulder. Yeah. I want to be the brisket Nazi, Brian says. Gets my eggs from some cool runnings, Johnny. Alright. Carrabba's is my favorite restaurant. Well, that's what's up. I'm telling you, I like the filet spadino. I really like the scallops and the shrimp that come with the spadino and the filet. Yeah. You know what's good? When you close your eyes, touch your head back, like your taste buds are hitting again. Sure enough, Terrence. Brian and sun-dried tomatoes, basil, goat cheese, and lemon butter sauce. I'm telling you, the spadino is where it's at for me. I like the scallops and the shrimp. Filet spadino. And that's the thing. It used to be a off-the-menu item, so you had to know about it. Crabs over crawfish? Yeah. I definitely pick crabs over eating crawfish, man. Yo, crabs there's more meat on crabs than there is on crawfish. Like, will I eat crawfish? Yes. Will I eat crabs over crawfish? Yes. Where it says nice. What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Ooh, that's a good one, Russell. Russell, you always come up with some good questions about movies and such. I'm gonna say it's probably Coming to America with like, I don't want to say Raw, another 48 hours or another 48 hours coming in second. You know what, Carlos? I have never seen Life all the way through. Though I quote Life, you gonna eat your cornbread all the time. Trading Places was a good one. That was a good one. But I think no, I was gonna say, was it? That was Richard Pryor in the toy. But I think Coming to America is probably like up there. All right, look, there are 16 of you guys still here, and there are 79 likes that I see. If you could please hit that like button for me, I would love to get over 80. Like, this will be a record. Brian says the Carrabba's down here shut down because they were terrible. New York City, Ray Room, Delirious, yo. Delirious and Raw, they were good, but they were just like comedy specials, so it wasn't really a movie. But yeah, I got some ice cream, and you can have. Ooh, Harlem Nights was definitely a good one. Drew, thank you very much. Raspberry Rock says, favorite James Cameron movie? Transformers. Well, wait. James Cameron. I kind of get James Cameron and Michael Bay confused. You have to tell, like, You gotta tell me some James Cameron movies. But so Uncle Boo, I think I did mention Beverly Hills Cop. So Aliens was before my time, Russell. I was born in 1980. Transformers is Michael Bay. James Cameron. Like, unfortunately, directors, I guess I can say that Momentum, Avatar, Sunshine. This is, oh my gosh, watching Aliens right now. I know, Russell, I'm sorry. I probably disappoint you. Boomerang was another good one with Eddie Murphy. Titanic is Cameron. So, fun fact. I used to work with this guy. He was obsessed with Titanic. He has seen Titanic in the theaters 20 plus times. Like, seriously. It's funny me. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Burt Reynolds movie. Oh, hands down, Smokey and the Bandit. What? I'm a car guy. Smokey and the Bandit. Duh. Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, and I want to say Cletus Snow, but that wasn't his name. His real name, Smokey and the Bandit. Golden Child was a good one. Boogie Nights was definitely a good one. What else was Burt Reynolds in? See, that's the thing. Burt Reynolds is like before my time. The Longest Yard was a good one. I'll put that second because I'm a car guy. Alien exists. Changed my mind. Nope, Brand, not gonna change your mind because you know what? Hey Maria, good night. Good night. Chat on, friends. Catch you guys and gals on the next one. Thank you so very much. How about a John Singleton movie? Drew, Coming to the Hood. Was it Coming to the Hood? Or Boys in the Hood. Sorry, she's little inebriated. He said, boy. He said, Buford T. Justice's boy. There is. He said, son, remind me to smack your mama when we get home. He said, yes, daddy. He said, this is Buford T. Justice, and I'm in pursuit of the bandit. Yo, man, I could quote Smokey and the Bandit all day long. Rounders. I don't think I've ever seen Rounders. I just want to say that Smokey and the Bandit came out before Aliens, but it's a car movie. All right, it's a car movie. So the whole thing is, Russell, and it's not a scary movie. All right. And that being said, when I was a kid, I couldn't watch scary movies. So, car movies, yes. Scary movies, no. Boys in the Hood, yeah. Breaking. I didn't know Singleton did Breaking. Jerry Reed. All right, thank you. Smoking the Brand is Jerry Reed, yes. Eastbound and down, loaded up in trucking. We gonna do what they say can be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Eastbound and down, we gonna, what is it? Watch Your Bandit Run. Fast and the Furious. Who directed the Fast and the Furious movies? Was that, there's a car in Aliens, and Aliens was a scary one. Aliens, well, really, maybe. It's Eastbound and Down. Was it Eastbound or Westbound? It's Eastbound and Down. Baby Boy with another good one. Oh, with Tyrese with the taco meat. He's like, yo, you got the taco meat all showing. With Ving Rhames. I did love Cannonball Run. Definitely love Cannonball Run. That was Burt Reynolds, too. Yes, eastbound and down. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Newer movie. Baby Driver was a good movie. Like, definitely was a good movie. Um, I really liked Baby Driver. It was good. It wasn't both. Man, it's eastbound and down. I've been at this for a while for now. There's some Honey Nut Cheerios here. Michael Knight was with, it was Kit, Kitt. And he said, remind me to smack your mama. There's no way you are the fruit of my loins. Yeah. Best car movie. Thanks, Marcus. I'll check it out in a second. Best car movie ever, Blues Brothers? No. Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit over Blues Brothers. Best car movie? I might have to go with the Fast and Furious. Like, seriously. Like, really, for real. Blues Brothers, they were on a mission. It wasn't really a car movie. Fast and the Furious, that was a car movie. Any which way but loose, alright, and vice versa. No. Marcus, they went from, was it Atlanta? It was Texarkana. I don't know if it was Atlanta though. Was it? Gran Torino was a good movie. Convoy, man, yeah. Convoy was definitely in the late 70s and when the CDs were popular. Dude, Johnny, we just watched Days of Thunder recently. It's a good one. Fast pulls you in no matter what. The chemistry, the tricks, yeah. Do you ever see the movie Ford vs. Ferrari? I did. And I definitely appreciated that movie. It was good. It was very, very good. I liked the actors who were in that one. And you know the best part is it was true. Based on a true story. Alright, so I feel like Ricer right now. I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a minute. Just pretend I'm playing a polka. All right. Whew. I feel so much better. All right, see, look, see the moisture on my hands. My hands are wet because wash my hands. You need to see uppity. Uppity, what is that? Man about a man about a horse. How many caterings you average a month? Drew, Duck Papa, it used to be like 1 or 2 a month, but now it's been one. It really has slowed down for me, but I mean, it's allowed me to do more things with my family. Cole says, have you ever watched Locked Up with Stallone? There's a scene where they're building a car in a jail. So I have seen Locked Up, or whatever it's called. And there's like 2 or 3 of those movies. And they're really good movies. It's a really good movie. My wife and I watched it one day on a whim. And like we were all into this movie. It was really good. Yes, Russell, I needed to see a man about a hearse. John Candy and Home Alone. Yep. Bullet with Steve McQueen. So that's another one where I watched it and I was like, I guess it's one of those things where at the time it was a really, really good movie. Same thing with was it Any Given Sunday? Motorcycles with Steve McQueen. I watched it and I was like, no, was it Any Given Sunday or Easy Rider? One of them. I think it was Easy Rider. I was like, really? What? KB says, hey, I'm here. Did I miss anything? Yep, you missed everything. Papa says, I got a UDS as a tip for doing 100-person catering. Smoked my first brisket on there, and man, it was fire. It put a different flavor on any brisket I've done. All right. Russell said, I read the trivia on Bullet. I think there's a spot where the car hits a fire hydrant and stalls. It really happened, and they left it in. Mm-hmm. Uncle Bull says, what's the best wood to smoke pork chops with? To be honest with you, I give you 2 answers. One will be whatever wood you have on hand, and 2 will be whatever wood you like most. Yeah. Until Ricky Bobby. Yeah. If you ain't first, you last. Talladega Nights was hilarious. But you know what? The thing with Will Ferrell movies is every other one of his movies is hilarious. Every other one. I know you're out on IMDb right now, and you're like, "Oh, that one was funny." Oh, you're right, that one was a miss. Oh, that one was funny. Oh man, that one was a miss. Russell said, if you could own any car from any movie, which one would I choose? It would definitely be the Bandit. The Bandit car from Smokey the Bandit. 78, what was it, 78, 79, Pontiac, Trans Am. What? That's, I won't say my childhood, but man, that would rival any car from Fast and Furious because I won't say they are the extremes, but man, I think the Trans Am with the shaker. Russell said, "Oh my gosh, what's this? An actual barbecue question?" You ain't nothing but a whole chip from the whole block. I know. We don't really have barbecue questions in the second hour, right, Russell? Russell says, "Sorry, Uncle Bill. After 10 p.m., Dash goes off on every tangent that comes up." Uh-huh. Magic Man. Driven. What was Driven? I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember. Ron Burgundy was pretty good. That escalated quickly. Knight Rider wasn't a movie. Knight Rider was a TV show. Bandit, really? Man, seriously? Chitty Bang Bang? Could freaking fly. Russell. Yo, that was like a Model T, dog. And nobody want to ride in a Model T. Yeah, buddy. Gabriel says a 6.6 liter engine. Sure enough. Man, that Pontiac Trans Am with the shaker hood. What? I'm just giddy thinking about it. Knight Rider was a pretty cool car. Yes, indeed. I'm in the car. Fast car. Faster than that. That movie on surround sound. Stingray and Rush Hour. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the older Corvettes. I need newer Corvettes. Guns and His Kisses, yeah. Brian. Step Brother. Stallone and Driven. You know what car was underrated? Speaking of Stallone, that truck from Tango and Cash. That was a nice truck. Scary Score. Missiles. Nope, no Knight Rider movie. It was only TV. All right, Brandon also has a barbecue question. He says, "I've been asked to cater a wedding in April. They want pulled pork and pulled chicken. How much meat per person would you suggest?" My recommendation is a half a pound per person of protein plus 25%. So if you have a 50-person event, I would say half is 25 plus 25% is going to be plus 25% of the 25 pounds. It'll put you at like 32 and some change. So, like 30 pounds, 33 pounds of food. But half a pound per person plus 25%. And 25% over, so you can make sure you don't run out. Well, you wouldn't go for Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. I like the Trans Am more than I like the Mustang. And then which Gone in 60 Seconds? The one with Nicolas Cage or the original? If I had the choice... Oh, I dropped the Cheerio. If I had the choice, I would definitely pick the newer, modern Eleanor versus the older Eleanor. But I think I'm still sticking with the Trans Am, man. Marcus says a 72 Stingray was the ish. This guy was born in 1980. 72, way before my time. Russell says by season 3, the Knight Rider car could do anything. All right. I mean, it was part of every episode to add something new to the car. Gabriel says dazed and confused. What vehicle was in Dazed and Confused? Remind me. B says I'm not a Ford guy. Nah. What about the car from John Wick? Driven Indy style cars? Wasn't Driven like the, or was Driven the movie about John Cena? Ayrton Senna. That's his name. Was Driven. That was pretty good. Ford versus Ferrari was a really good movie. If you've ever seen that. But I'm thinking of Baby Driver. And you say Driven. Thank you, Uncle Bull. I knew it was late 70s, but I didn't think it was 77. Oh. At one point, the guy who lived next to me had a 79, I think it was. Trans Am. And it was not the Smokey and the Bandit car. So Driven with Ryan Gosling. I watched that movie, and at the end, I was disappointed. I was thoroughly disappointed because it didn't have an ending. Gabriel says, what did I think about the Dirty Bird Cosmo seasoning? I like Cosmo seasoning. The only thing that I did not like about Cosmo seasoning was it's very sweet. With that being said, it burned a little bit. Carlos says he can't type where the damn on his phone. Yeah. It happens. Thank you guys for being here for so long. Carlos said, I think the point of the movie was that he was tired of what he was doing and was done. You're right. Grumpus, way to bring me back to reality. I totally forgot. He said the 007 Austin Martin had nice options. The Italian Job. Those minis? What? Talking about the newer Italian Job, not the older one. But, I mean, I get sucked into car movies pretty much, period. Skyfall, I did not see that one. Not in its entirety. What is your favorite? What is my favorite what? Gabriel. My favorite poultry seasoning? My favorite poultry seasoning is one that I like. And I gotta tell you, man, it's nothing personal, but I'll give you guys more of my process than I do of the seasonings that I use. I can imagine, right, Russell? He said the Italian Job was great for mini sales. Shoot, even I wanted a mini. I'm not fitting in a mini. Even though I might. Speaking of movies for car sales, what about Herbie the Love Bug? Russell, I already know. And I know you know too. He says, full sentences, Gabriel. He says, it's hard to keep up with various conversations on the chat while live. Yes, indeed. Do I like the A1? Do I like A1? Yeah, A1 is good. I like A1 on burgers. Yeah, Russell. Sales on Trans Ams went up a huge bit. Clucker dust for chicken, Uncle Bull says. Dude, this Cheerios is so good right now. I do like Five Guys burgers, but on my Five Guys burgers, I get A1. I put A1 on burgers more than I do on steak. Like, because I know better. The steak should be cooked well enough. Not good enough. Well enough that I don't need steak seasoning. Funny, I asked my wife if she wanted Five Guys tonight for dinner. If I had to choose between Chick-fil-A or Panda Express, I'd choose Chick-fil-A. Favorite action movie? Demolition Man was good. Tango and Cash was good. Fast and Furious. Bad Boys. If you're talking movie rods, I want the AT-AT from Empire Strikes Back. Alright. It depends on where you are, Carlos, as to how cold you are. So, Gabriel, I'm not really into Kung Fu flicks or, karate movies. So, Ip Man was never one that did it for me. My manager, who actually did a bunch of, and I can't remember the specific discipline he studied, but his son is a black belt in that particular discipline, and he ended up having surgery on his knee, and that's when he stopped doing the karate. But he's really an Ip Man. Barbecue with Rick Rake. Oh man, it's been a minute. Carlos says, oh, that was a quote from Demolition Man. Demolition Man is up there. It's one of my favorites. Yo, hold up. Russell, this is how I know we are friends, okay? Because, all right, so hold on. Carlos says that was a quote from Demolition Man. Is it cold or is it just me? All right, and I don't think I remember that, but Russell said Ip Man series was cool, but my favorite martial arts movie was a long way. It's Kung Fu Hustle. Yo, Kung Fu Hustle was hilarious. When that guy goes into the little village and he's like, I can fight anyone. You send out your best fighter. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna pick. And he picks the guy, and the guy, he like stands up and he's like 6'19". And the dude that's like, I can fight anyone is like 5 foot tall. He's like, no. You're a cheater. And Kung Fu Hustle was hilarious. It was hilarious. the lady in the laundromat that had the cigarette and the ash never came off her cigarette. Oh my goodness. It was Kung Fu Hustle? Yeah. Hey, Rick, I'm good. Making YouTube content. Going to be making content for the National Barbecue League. What National Barbecue League? Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Yeah. And Demolition Man. Sure enough. Sylvester Stallone and Patrick Swayze in Tango and Cash. What? Sylvester Stallone and Rocky. Mm-hmm. Man. Kung Fu Hustle was great. Yep, my wife loves The Matrix. We watch Matrix. I don't watch it so much. But, oh, you know another good movie? I think of the name of the movie. Well, Underworld is what I'm thinking of. But this one is Armageddon. That was it. Armageddon. Never seen 13th Warrior. Again, taking this is a guilty pleasure, not a great movie, but it's so fun to watch. Yeah, Russell. Everything is FUBAR. I feel like I say FUBAR once a week. It's a good movie. And then, with Sandra Bullock, Demolition Man. Be well. Blade was okay. Like, there's a lot of holes in the Blade movie in comparison to Underworld. Aerosmith sing that song in MTV Music Awards. I have never sat and watched No Country for Old Men all the way through. I just haven't. Extraction. Extraction was with it was on a Netflix movie. I think I saw that one. Was it Jason Statham or was that? But yeah, that was a good one. John, they have to be older to understand Kung Fu Hustle. Do you ever get the quote from New Jack City? So, fun fact. One of my friends, her nickname is Pook. Alright? Call him Pookie Brown. From New Jack City. And then another fun fact. One of the kids that was in that movie I went to elementary school with, unfortunately, he passed away last year. Early this year or late last year. It kind of runs together. But his name was Dustin Felder. And he was, he had a studio, an acting studio. And that was one of my most vivid memories of New Jack City. Is I was watching the movie and I'm like, I know him! Like, that's Dustin! So, Dustin was out of school for like 2 or 3 weeks. And when he came back, we're like, Dustin, where you been? He's like, I can't tell you. And a couple months later, we all see him from in the movie, New Jack City. And it's like, oh, yo, I know him. That's Dustin. I need the Roxbury. Yes. Bad Santa. I ain't messing with you. I ain't poop right for a week. Mm-hmm. Ocean's 11. Definitely like Ocean's 11. Brian, this is funny. When I lived in Thailand, my wife's friend was named Pook. I always called her Pookie Brown. Sugar Hill was a good one. Mm-hmm. I want to chill. Sugar Hill, Sugar Hill. Mm-hmm. Sipping bubbly. Oh, yes. And this is why we hang out sometimes for 3 hours. Man. Listen. Alright, guys. I know I need to end this because I need to get to bed. Every time watching Jet City reminds you of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Will lost the basketball game on purpose. Love TKO. Just another. Just another TKO. So I ever tell you guys about how when I'm not cooking and I hear the fire truck running through, like I don't even worry about it. But when I am cooking, I'm like, ooh, are they coming for me? Beach Street, alright. The Searchers, Red River, Two Epics, alright. Another Kung Fu Hustle. I think I did hear about that. Yo, Paid in Full? Love that! Love it! LL Cool J? What? LL Cool J was gangster? Yeah, Paid in Full was a good one. Blue Hill Avenue. I vaguely remember that one. People die every day, B. Yo. Mm-hmm. Man. Definitely remember that. What about like Lean on Me and School Days? Definitely some classics. So the problem with the... Alright, so Uncle Bull, you saw the video link for tonight. The one that I would drop tonight is the one that you saw already and commented on, the lessons learned. Because of the fact that I don't have my laptop up and running. American Gangster was a good one. I ain't going, nigga. Tom Hardy's the bomb. Alright. But Uncle Bull, let's see. Oh, I heard Tom Hardy was going to be the next James Bond. Any truth? Not sure. I don't know about that. The video link for tonight is the one that you actually saw yesterday, Uncle Bull. The lesson learned video. So, and unfortunately, I don't have my laptop up, or I would drop the link to the video. But as a patron, you have seen it early already. Boy Meets I can't spell Topanga backwards, but apparently you can, Marcus. Just saying. Just saying. Daggone fool. Daggone fool. I'm killing these Cheerios. Honey, that Cheerios dry? What? Grumpus says, I'll watch anything Stephen King is involved with. Man, I have a problem with Stephen King movies. Usually, they don't end well. You're left, like, longing. And it's like, end scene. You're like, yo, that can't be the end of the movie. Yeah, I see the credits rolling, but that can't be the end of the movie. No, there's no way. That's the end of the movie. There's so much stuff that wasn't explained. There's so many untied. Man, what? Yo, Drew Barbershop. Ooh. Good one. Uncle Bull. Yeah, buddy, it's a banger. Tom Hardy is good. They blacklisted him, no. I love Daniel Craig as Bond, but I can see Tom Hardy. All right. Marcus says, hashtag AGNAPOT. Ooh. Gabriel says the Goonies. Yeah. Carlos says, fun fact, Frank, played by Denzel before moving to Harlem, he moved to Kentucky with his aunt, who lived next to the university on campus. I walked by his house every day to class. Nice. John says, I work with a guy who went to school with Joe Clark. All right. Ryan says Stephen King is a chump. Old school Colors. All right. Was Colors the one with what's the guy's name? Lou Diamond Phillips. Nightmare, Walking King of the Jungle. All right. So do you ever check on Topanga's friend? Yes, Uncle Bull. I sure did. I sure did. Ice-T, yeah. Oh, all right, thank you. You said Lou Diamond villain, that was La Bamba. Who was in Colors then? And Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver was the one that I remember Lou Diamond Phillips for most. Anyone remember? Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. That was a good one. I remember seeing that one in the movies. Sean Penn. Sean Penn is a pretty decent actor. He's been in some definitely some good stuff. All right, guys. This is my last handful of Cheerios. Be over 3 hours. Sheesh. I need to get to bed. Roadhouse was the arm wrestling movie, or at least they had a whole bunch of arm wrestling in it. I remember that one. Patrick Swayze. Uncle Bull, yes please. Man, I'd buy that for $1. Damon Wayans. Yeah. The whole Wayans clown. I guess that was over the top. You're right. Sorry. Hey, Russell, cut me some slack, man. White chicks. We say, once you go black. But it wasn't, you'll never go back. It was something else. What's the guy's name? Oh, Terry Crews. I could take it or leave him, or leave him too. Living Color, yeah. Vividly remember that. Paul Mooney, he was a good one. I knew who you were talking about, Carlos. All right. Chappelle show. You know, Chappelle. I could quote Chappelle all night long. I watched every episode of Chappelle for sure. Actually, talked about what did the five fingers say to the face earlier. Roadhouse. It was a fun movie. Russell says yes, indeed, and just the difference. Falling Down was a good one. Hey, Gabriel says good night, guys. Yes, indeed. I'm going to bed. Favorite Patrick Swayze movie? And your Canadian is showing. You spelled favorite wrong, Russell. Tango and Cash. That was Patrick Swayze, right? Yeah. I mean, I dropped one. Dirty Dancing? Nah. Ghost? Nah. Yeah. Red Dawn was with wasn't that a submarine movie? Patrick what was his name? Wasn't it in Red Dawn where he was talking about ramming speed with the submarines? I saw a Dodge Ram yesterday and it had the license plate, it said ramming speed. And I chuckled. My favorite Denzel Washington movie was Glory. Kurt Russell. Whoops. Sorry, not Swayze. Yeah, Dirty Dancing. I mean, come on now. I've never watched that one all the way through. Red Dawn didn't have subs. Passenger 57 was good. Alright, guys, look. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to sleep. Alright? I know, Russell, you don't have anything to do but wake up and put in your Carhartt pants and work around your cabin. I gotta get up tomorrow, take my kids to school, and actually have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Bone Collector wasn't bad. Speaking of Bone Collectors, anybody watch what was that movie? Oh, it was not movie. It was Bones was the name of the TV show. Training Day was a good one. Not even gonna put on the Carhartts. What? James Earl Jones was Red Dawn, I believe. Well, shoot. All right, guys, I am done. I am headed out, and hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, please go ahead and take care of that for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos, as well as it helps these videos and it helps my channel. Live stream as always. Thank you. Great night, y'all. Stay safe and be good, people. Thank you, Steven. You hold down Trinidad and Tobago for us. Crimson Creek. Marcus says, good night, man. Have a good evening. Enjoy the show as always. Well, that's what's up. I'm struggling. 81. I'm still only seeing 80. Thanks, Russell, for being the 81st thumbs up. Or, yeah. Lo says, good night, OG. Man, I'm definitely not an OG. I feel like I'm still new to this, you know? Kimberly Kelly, good night. Oh, yeah, buddy. I already know who you're talking about. Hey, B, we will talk, sir. Hit me up tomorrow at some point, please. Oh, man. All right. Anybody else want to say goodbye? Uncle Bull says night. Drew says good nights. Yeah, all of them. May they all be good. All right, guys. So I am out. Russell says good night, Dash. Hey, Russell, I gotta go back and watch your video. I saw it pop up in my subscription feed, so I will go back and watch that later today because it's over after midnight. But yeah. All right, guys, I'm out for real this time, and I'm gone.